Because
There,
Benny's
are the new Bennies.
That's for Benzedrine, right?
It's like some kind of benzoid.
Oh, we're starting.
Benzoate.
That's
Oh shit!
damn. Just sprung it on.
Oh, turn me up in the headphones.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Yeah.
Turn me
up.
sideways.
Turn you sideways. Flip you over. Turn you sideways.
Like a pancake.
Okay.
Like a pan.
Hello, hi, hello.
Howdy.
Welcome to the Panda-Brothers. The Almost Never podcast.
We're Panda-Neers.
Panda-Neers. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could be black X6. I could be white X6. And you could be Panda.
I thought you were going to say yellow S.
I was, yeah.
We could have gone that way.
Designer
It's okay.
Panda.
I wouldn't have taken it as offense. You don't offend me.
He doesn't find offense.
I find no offense in Trey's remarks.
There's
I
no
don't try to
fence to
offend
separate us.
Ooh, but what about a chain
Defense.
link fence?
The one that, well, you didn't put up a chain link fence.
He just wants
Wrought
to build
iron.
a wall. Oh, let me.
I just want
take
to
this out.
apologize because I'm not sure which one of us derailed the Joshy hello.
It wasn't really on rails from the beginning.
I could take
It's very
I could take the
relaxed.
heat. I
Very
knocked the
relaxed
train off
tone
the
today.
rails.
Oh, you want that? You want
Yeah,
to
I'll
take,
the heat.
It's a
Wish we had some
beautiful,
pan dulce.
beautiful day today. How you doing, gentlemen?
Feeling good, dude. It was a good week. Productive. Got a lot of shit. Got my mini bikes at the house. Got a toolbox. Well, brought the toolbox home. So I feel good. I feel like I can do things.
You're gonna be like when you move out here, you see like crews of people running around. There's like mini bike gangs, pit
Yeah,
bike
the
gangs.
one I built looks like theirs. Yeah, but then the
like
other
a
one,
chopper, right? Little chopper.
no, that's the one, the Harley, like the Harley Davidson, because it looks just like a Harley.
Play on words.
Yep.
Harley
That
Pete
one
Davidson.
looks like it's a chopper, but I was telling Sean it's literally an inch and a half off the ground. Like it's so low.
Does it just there's no suspension, or is it like it's just linked to the frame? It's just hard mounted.
And it's got a raked out front with like a 2-inch front tire.
I was gonna say if you had
And the
fillings,
handlebars are like this.
I don't think you have
They're
fillings,
really
but it
close.
would shake it out of your teeth.
Oh, definitely. Well, not that engine's only like a 3.5, but in the one I built, it's a 6.5. So yeah, you'll jack your
You can
kidneys
hit.
up,
You
bro.
can hit like
probably
50 on that thing.
Yeah,
That's not dangerous
Loud
at
as
all.
hell, too.
straight piped it, baby.
Yeah. Loud.
You're an outlaw.
I am.
Outlaw doggy.
Kid Rock.
So
call him.
so pit bike Trey in the future. How about you, Sean? How you doing?
Good. Yeah, it was a quick week. When that moves.
How so? Work, life,
Yeah.
everything just in balance.
Yeah, work, life. I had we had some Laura's dad was staying with us.
Mm.
Yeah, and it was really kind of interesting because it was like her first time hanging out with her parent like in that kind of space for that long. So I was like,
What's that long?
6 days.
Oh, that's a long time.
It was a long time.
No hotels near you guys?
See, if I would have known that this was the first time that scenario would have been happening, I thought this was like, oh, you guys must hang out and like that's what you do. But then I found out the opposite, and I was like, yeah, I would have. When you asked me, can he stay at their place, I've been like, we should converse
Discuss
about
this.
space with hotels. Maybe half the time.
Sean woke up. He's all in his boxers, drinking his milk at 2:00 in the morning.
My
straight from the carton.
macadamia.
Like he opened the fridge,
Drinking.
closed the fridge. Sean just like,
Are you sir? Are you drinking my nut milk?
those are my cookies.
My birthday cake with my wife
He's sitting there
in my house.
my house, eating my cookies.
in my nut milk.
Yeah, so that was just interesting. But it made the week go by really, really quick.
So is that over, or is that?
Yeah, it's over.
is
Because
that-
you had to do something every day, I bet, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't. Laura's
But
super
no,
cool
you
about
had
that.
to like,
But I didn't want to not.
yeah.
So like
you're
I did.
moving and grooving.
I did have like a Wednesday evening off to myself, which is cool. But like,
That was it.
yeah, and also, I mean, you're not trying to. The first time I met him,
You saw a lot of new things you never seen in your city.
No, not. No, I did. We did go on a hike. Took him up to like one that I used to do when I lived out in LA. So like,
Oh,
Oh,
dope.
which one was that?
Point Magoo.
no, Switzer Falls. It's up Angeles National Forest, up the what's that? The 2 or no, the 134. Whatever.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Yeah.
It's on the backside of Griffith.
More towards La Cañada.
Got it.
Yeah.
Shout out La Cañada.
But other than that, so I do have some. I want to go back to something I was talking about last week, and it kind of ties in with this week. So
do tell.
Today is so I found out last week we were talking about my brother, and I found out then that September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and today is the anniversary, I guess, of whether it's my brother's passing is. But I did say some things that were incorrect, and so I wanted to like fix those things. So I did find out that actually like the most impacted group of people is Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander, and then it's like white American males.
Shouting that out.
But the highest percentage is that, and then it's white American males. And it's like 1%. But I also just wanted to say, because I didn't say anything about it, like there's a number that's made, 988. It's the suicide hotline. It's
Logic's biggest song.
Is it 98? No, wasn't it 1-800 something?
Yeah, it's the suicide prevention hotline.
Yo, they made it 3-digit.
Oh, they changed
it's just
it.
988. Yeah.
Is that like that's the 911? That's the 988.
It's like the 911. So you can call it anywhere. 988. You can call it anywhere, and it's like you need to give it to somebody. It's super contact. Because I was thinking, like I talked about last week, but I didn't really like actually say like
where to go for help.
Yeah. If you ever need help, but I wanted to also double down on the whole thing we were talking about with men's groups, because one of the biggest pieces and the number one thing it says is having the ability to be connected with somebody, but to express, like, if I was like, oh, I am feeling really low and I didn't have any friend to talk to, that's generally then how it avalanches and goes forward. Where like if you actually talk about it, it makes it easier to access. So I think that just like further kind of points that like whole thing about like connection specifically. Like it doesn't have to be male connection, but like an actual like deeper connection. But yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that last week, brother. It was I'm glad you felt in a space to be able to verbalize that.
Yeah, I wanted to do. I mean,
yeah, it's just us in the world.
It's very private,
but us first.
Well, I just felt like it's kind of crazy because it's been 7 years, and I last week I felt good about everything I said, but then I felt like I don't feel like I do enough, not to like anybody else's standards, but to what I would like to do, like for actually like helping with like suicide prevention.
Awareness.
Yeah. And like it is like the 11th or 12th, like it's either 11 or 12 for ranked in mortality, like in death in the US. So it's like it's not that far away from a big deal. So I just was thinking to myself, like, what's other ways I can like help or do something? And first thing for this week was just like learning more about the statistics side of it, because I think it's super easy to be when people are like, oh yeah, like I see this number, but like what's it actually mean? What's it actually mean in a room of people that aren't your color or aren't your like, gender or are, like what's that look like, and how to like better understand it from different standpoints.
Well, I think that's especially prescient around this time because with like COVID and whatnot, people are feeling increasingly isolated. I think even post like where things are opened up and relatively normal feeling, I think people still hold on to a certain feeling of like alienation, and it can be harder to verbalize or talk about it, like especially in person, like maybe like text and stuff. But it doesn't have the same doesn't have that same feeling, doesn't have that same deeper connection, I think. So I think that's important to talk about, just and have a conversation about.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And like, I think it's cool. Like, it's random that we have this. I won't even call it a platform, but it's random that we're doing 21 episodes. And I think 21. 21. But I think it's super important just to like, this is a cool experience to be able to have with people that I trust. And like, ideally some good would come out of this. They'd be like, oh, I'll have to go make a podcast or anything, but just go hang out.
Yeah, I think I feel very lucky to like, even if it's not about any specific topic, I get to like talk with you guys every week. So even if I didn't see anybody else all week, at least I have this moment to just hang out and like, check in with both of you to see how you're doing, where your head's at. I mean, Sean, I'm sure you've seen me naked, and we live together. So
Yeah.
Trey, I don't know. Have you seen me naked?
Probably not with my glasses on.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I wish you'd have a more accurate portrayal of my nudity, but
It was
that's another
pixelated
story.
big, so
Cool.
That's what happens when you take your glasses off. Everything's becoming pixelated.
Wait, Trey is a robot.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You just outed yourself
This
as
is
a
like
robot.
this is like Interstellar. He has like a empathy setting and like a humor setting.
yeah, I know. I need to find the
Empathy
ratios.
setting is lower level.
low.
Humor setting is cranked way up right now.
Need to find the ratios.
It's the most messed up thing. You were made a robot, but with bad eyes.
Bad eyesight.
Like, we can make you perfect eyesight, but to give you a more human experience, robot but can't see.
I know. That's when I know I'm a real person, when I take my glasses off. I feel truly disabled.
I mean, are you like? Because I have terrible vision.
Like, I've driven without my glasses like twice, and I was fearful for everyone on the road.
That's unfortunate. I don't wish that.
It was
upon
like
anyone.
the scene from Wolf of Wall Street when they're on the lewds.
It was like probably worse because I'm trying to do everything to see. Like, I'm squinting, like doing anything, and I can't make anything out. Like, that's how bad my vision is. I have to be right up on stuff.
Where do you didn't have any? I'm guessing you didn't have any visual aids. Like, where were you
Nah,
coming from and where were you going to?
I was. It was like when another one. I was like low key feuding with my mom for a little bit, so I moved out early on, and we were living in the trap house. So that's when, it was literally like everything just fell apart. It was probably like my glasses broke like off of after like a 3-day binger of rolling. So I just had all the feels like hitting me, and like my glasses snapped. So I probably just froze.
And then you snapped.
Just like, no, I was like getting ready to go to work. My glasses snapped. So I'm just like verge of just losing it all.
Yeah, all meltdown.
I tried to tape them together. It wasn't working. Like nothing.
right down the middle.
Bro, I tried because they snapped right in half. I tried to tape it, and they were just looking. And like my job,
sad.
it wasn't far from the because I work for the city of Rancho, so it wasn't far from our pad. So I literally just hopped in the car and just crossed
Let
myself.
Jesus take the wheel.
Let Jesus take the. No, I'm not even joking. I got to work, sat down at my desk, called my mom, and said, "I'm sorry, but I need glasses."
Mother,
I haven't spoken to you since I moved out, but
Fact, but I can't see. And I was like, Mom, I can't see. Mama, I can't see. Oh, come on, baby, I got you.
oh my god, I'm coming
home just for the day so I could get some glasses.
I love that remix.
I know, but no, yeah. So yeah, no, but yeah, that was, yeah. I'm blind.
How are you feeling, man?
it's been a week. Like last week after you guys left after that fucking marathon episode, I was drained. I was exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, I guess, because I was just like, I was done.
Depleted.
Yeah, that's the perfect word, depleted. And then like I found out I found out a long time ago, but I couldn't afford a mouth guard or night guard from the dentist, so I've just been out here raw dogging with my teeth, just grinding.
When you said that, I thought of like a person just watching you sleep.
Oh, a night guard. Nobody touch this man.
The second
He's
you start
slumbering.
grinding, they just like,
Stop it.
It's
Night
cheaper
guard.
to pay someone to do that than to get the actual night.
Yeah,
the
dentist,
mouth guard.
dental insurance. That ain't no joke these days, man.
Recommended.
But yeah, and
Recommended.
so it's just been getting worse and worse after every single day. So on Friday, I met Newfound Corny at All Seasons Brewery out in like Hancock Park. Great night, is fine. And then Marlene showed up, like, because she's never met Newfound Courtney, so it was
crazy.
cool. They got to meet, and
That's
then
dope.
but then we go back to her house because she lives like right down the street from it, and then like I just get like a throbbing pain in my jaw, and like I was like, that's probably some of the worst pain I've ever felt because
Damn.
it didn't die down at all, And I thought it was only like an hour too long because I was like, nothing's working. I took like, I think over the total, maybe like over 5 hours, I had like 3,000 milligrams of ibuprofen, had some codeine, I had like CBD, ice packs, nothing worked. And I was like, okay, I just accepted it that my body's just, I'm going to be so exhausted, my body will just like collapse or something. I'll just go to sleep. But I found out like, I guess I was just like kind of like writhing for like till like 5 or 6 a.m. or something. Got like 2-3 hours of sleep. And then the next day, yesterday, just went to the emergency last minute appointment at the dentist's office, and I found out I actually cracked my molars from grinding so hard.
Fuck.
And I got to get a root canal in one of them.
Oh,
And so now I got acetaminophen and codeine coursing through my veins to make it through the day. But I'm all right. I'm all right.
all right.
Yeah.
Chronic pain's
Yeah, I feel bad that I can finally empathize with you about chronic pain. It's not a great thing to bond over, I guess.
It's weird because you just really are like, it's still there right now. Like it's still just
There's always Oxycontin.
yes. Do you work for Purdue?
He's like, I can neither
Are you a plant?
confirm nor deny these said allegations.
Our first sponsor, Purdue.
Purdue Pharma. Almost Never podcast brought to you by Big Pharma.
Oh, that would be.
That'd
I
be
mean,
that'd
I'm
be
not
a
gonna-
What would that be, Trey?
That would be detrimental to the community, Sean.
What would you say to yourself in the mirror after getting that?
That's detrimental to the community, and I'm terribly sorry that Purdue does that to people.
I'm sorry that they made them feel that way.
Your presidential nod. You just went. So wait, did you take the? Do you take the deal?
I would take the deal. I don't take the drugs.
Just the deal.
Yeah,
Damn, you one of those.
there are people that hurt, and I'm sure that will help them.
It would help me on Friday night. It would have helped.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I don't know.
Is tramadol the same thing? Is that like
isn't
a-
tramadol what they give for if you're trying to get off of heroin?
Is that the?
That maybe actually, I don't know. Might be because it's some sort of methadone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I'm probably wrong though.
Oh no.
It's intense, but no, I'm not trying to get a job there. I was just,
I mean,
Trying to get a
poking-
sponsorship.
Yeah,
yo,
trying
if
to
they
get
were
a
gonna
motherfucking
if they were
scholarship.
gonna hire you though for a job and then you're gonna get paid.
yeah, dude, take it.
Yeah.
I'm not prescribing it.
They're well paid,
Just
well
selling it.
compensated.
They make you
He's on the board.
They're like, actually, we're making you the head prescriber. Like, I'm not
the head prescriber.
Can I be second
That's
prescriber?
not even a real role.
Yeah,
Why are you
that's
giving
not
me
even
that?
a role? I know I would have to have some kind of like a lot more collagen than I have from Chafee. So
Hey, Harvard
The
on
fact
hill.
that you said collagen, sir,
and then you said Chafee. So
citrus. That was audios. Collagen.
citrus was also the hair. A lot of like because I remember I went to when people were getting
Yeah,
their
right down the
their
cosmetology.
cosmetology
type stuff?
stuff.
You're right down the street,
Yeah, that was the thing.
Every JC is good to be a nurse.
Is that the JC?
Citrus, yeah.
They're all needs nurse.
I mean, that's what.
Well, that's what a lot of places like. I
Mm.
think Chafee had a thing. LACC has a big program for nursing program,
So now our two sponsors are Purdue
and
and community colleges in Southern California.
also
trying to
nursing
keep all the
programs.
money we make, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
Keep it in the community, especially the Purdue Pharma.
All we gotta do is
Yeah.
start a church and we're set.
I mean, there's a lot of good. Okay, you might know this.
I don't know nothing.
I was told. No, I called BS on this. I was told this week that if you get the rights to bury a family member on the land of your home, you don't have to pay property tax anymore.
it's a
Ooh,
great-
that's probably
it's a
true,
great
but
term.
I
But I'm
would've-
like,
I
how
would've-
do you?
Do other people get buried there too?
Yeah, I was like,
you
what?
have to start burying
Yeah,
other
start
people.
No, you could just
A private?
you could say it's like obviously family land and super. It would have to be something I would guess with your religion.
So if you don't have enough land to make your house a farm, you at least have enough land to bury
Well,
a body.
you could make it into a farm afterwards. It's probably fertile soil after that, right?
I mean, they're telling us what they want to do.
Basically, I'm just following orders from the person that left here. Yeah, I do want to go back a little something on last week. An update,
What would
if you
that
will,
be?
if you will. An update on the Burning Man saga.
The man did
continues.
not burn, right?
The man didn't burn.
Isn't that ironic?
Don't you think?
I really do think.
It's like rain on the playa. You're stuck.
On your leaving day.
Yeah,
on the burning day.
On the burning day.
It's like all those things just works. Like their party got rained on.
Oh,
They
man.
couldn't burn
It's just
the
like the
man.
Alanis Morissette music video.
It really
She
is.
predicted it. Alanis did it first.
Yeah. And then she was in the car just like spazzing on herself in the car.
Yeah, while she was like waiting to get out.
Yeah.
She was there.
Could have been.
Maybe. But it is kind of wild because like at first I heard about it and my first answer to that was like, it's not even a big deal. It's Burning Man, like whatever. Then I started seeing photos and then hearing more of the story. I was like, oh, it's kind of a like an interesting predicament, especially if everyone leaves their stuff there and it gets trashed. That kind of goes against the whole burning, leaving no trace thing, and like they have to pick everything up.
Well, there's a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of. Is this the
people
first
still
one
there?
in a while? Like,
No.
or did it go on last year?
It went
too?
on last year.
Okay, so
And-
this is the first one. It seems like that has gotten a lot of public discourse about it because there's a lot of like, I mean, there was like the environmental protest about the carbon emissions and stuff. Like, there's, I think it's like said 20,000 tons of CO2 from that event come
Yeah.
from there.
What does that
the leave no
mean,
trace
though?
thing. Well, because it's a lot of like generators, like people with cars,
But all
like
that stuff's owned already, right? So if all those people just turned it on anyway on the leisure of their weekend, wouldn't that be?
well, because it kind of has. I mean, I think I don't know. It's
Do you
not
get what I'm
necessarily.
saying though? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like when if you set something up, if you're a promoter for a thing and you're bringing in a certain amount of populace, I think it's saying that like the thing that you're populating equates to that, like whether they do or not, now they're coming out there for you. And if you're like this, like leave no trace, make the land better than, like leave it better than when you got it, and also you're making a reason for people to go out there and, you know, drive and bring their generators and stuff like that. I think that's where it's kind of the airplane thing, right? Like an airplane's flying with or without me on the seat.
no, it's just
But-
like, well, no, it's just kind of like, well, I mean, it's Burning Man. They kind of want to do anything low key anyway, so they're already off of like just generators and stuff, right? It's not a lot of infrastructure, right?
They have
infrastructure-
to. They're off generators because they have to be. Yeah.
But I'm saying their infrastructure is a lot smaller than, let's say, a normal festival, right?
Oh, like their footprint. I think it's.
I
bigger
don't know.
than most.
I mean, 70 to 100,000 people, and those are all cars. That's way more than a festival. Like,
Same thing as Coachella, right?
no way, 100,000 people.
Isn't that what Coachella brings?
Not, but like
That's over like 2 days.
3 days. It's
or
the
3
weekend.
days.
It's over the weekend.
Isn't
And-
that what Burning Man is, though?
But the same cars stay there, so it's 100,000 people at Burning Man the whole time.
Cars
Rather-
on.
rather than the
generators
cumulative of 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same at Coachella, though, right? When you're car camping, you have all these people, cars on, doing whatever, throwing trash.
Yeah, I just think there's
Burning trash.
Yeah, I think there's less cars there. Is what I'm saying. I just think it's like
I just always think those are like weird. As it's like you're making all this. Is like, did all these people go? All 100,000 of them bought a new car?
Well,
just
no,
for
but
that
look,
event?
like people
Oh,
are
no.
driving to Coachella and they park for most of the day. If you're car camping there, you're parking. So it's like the trip. But like, right, a lot of people, whether you're charging electronics or something or using the air conditioning, you're in your car and your car's on for not a majority of the time, but a considerable amount of time. Correct?
I would think not.
I wouldn't say
I would
that.
think
No,
not.
no. I think generators, though, a lot
Definitely
of
running,
generators
yeah.
are running, which is not at Coachella, with the people, like, because, like, let's say that there's on the Esplanade in the Playa, there's like, let's just say 10 main huge camps. That's 10 different stages, basically. So they have all the same kind of like lighting and usually like speaker systems,
But
and
it's
stuff
10
like
times
that.
smaller in the sense of sizing of the stages, right?
Oh, you mean compared to a regular festival?
Yeah, it's
That's
the
what I'm
size of the
saying. Yeah, you
stage,
could
yeah.
you could say this is this and this is that. But yeah, okay. At Burning Man, they don't have 8,500 buses for all the artists. They don't have the buses for the stages. They don't have the semis
Yeah,
for
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So okay, yes, there are differences, but I would still feel like the footprint is a footprint of 100,000 people being anywhere.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe. I don't know enough about it. I mean,
If 100,000 people have to get somewhere, regardless, I would like.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what you mean, because like for any sort of event, sporting event, whatever.
Anything.
But the whole thing is like everybody is having a small power plant like through the generator, whereas with a festival, you're running off of the grid. This is like a main source of energy, so everybody's making their own, which is not efficient, and it's all fossil fuels.
It would be more efficient though at Burning Man, right? That's what I'm trying to get to.
No, that's less efficient because they're all like they're not combining and drawing it off one source. Everybody's making their own. But
they're still
like,
just using gasoline, though. Gasoline is still more efficient than diesel.
I mean, there's probably diesel generators out there as well, but
for sure.
But they're drawing off the grid at regular festivals. They're not using. There are generators, but like for the most part, they're drawing.
Oh,
it off
I get
the
what
grid,
you're saying.
You know
You're saying because they get to draw off the actual grid, it's creating
rather than creating and like the power usage isn't 100% efficient from the thing. But then there's also like.
Because, I mean, at a festival, they have to bring in temp power anyway. Any festival, they have to bring in temporary
But then
power.
there's also
the
having to do with the leave no trace thing. It's like they estimate like 10,000 bikes are left there every year.
Yeah.
I think with the porta potty situation, imagine how many porta potties are there for 70,000 people. There's a constant fleet of people emptying them every day. I mean, at the same thing, yeah, it's at Coachella, but what's the closest place, the closest waste treatment plant? It's probably not anywhere close. So they're driving farther, and it's a constant stream.
That just sounds like bad logistics when coming to plan a festival.
Well, I mean, it's also it's
so,
also
like,
not.
That's the whole thing.
I think that's
it's
the
like,
point.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be a festival. First thing, like in terms of the size and
I
scale,
get it,
and
but
everything
it is though.
No,
and
yeah,
people are still continuing,
which is fine. That's okay that it is.
Mm.
I think that's the point where it's like Coachella's not out here saying we are a leave no trace festival.
No, and then they actually do stuff that benefits the community.
Yeah, things. Where that's why I think people are like what Josh was saying. Like, there's actually a discourse about like the festival itself is like, I think there have been more eyes on it, and one of the reasons was with the environmental like it's I guess they were trying to call out like Burning Man on like, do you guys really stick to what you're trying to preach?
Also, too, they were like, I mean,
how could you?
You can't necessarily trace it back, but like they're saying,
the
whole storm is like it may or not be a climate change because it doesn't rain there like that normally.
No one ever told me to worry about rain when I was gonna go. I will say like that's something that, yeah. And seeing how bad that mud was, I was like, dude, if that's a possibility, I would never want to go like to that. Like,
well, and then too, like the like people building like art cars or like just say like the temples and whatever, all the structures, like those are all temporary. Like they're using resources just to build this thing for like a single use essentially, and it's never going to be used again, or it's going to get just thrown to the landfill or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not like saying like. In relation to other things, but just the raw numbers of everything, because it's a small city for a week long out of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 100,000, 70,000, 100,000 city. I will say, I think it says Coachella generates more than 1,600 tons of waste a year. So that seems like a lot.
That's quite a bit.
So what I'm saying, I just assume because. This may be my naivete, but they got vendors, they got people, they got all kinds of stuff going on. Where at Burning Man, it's more of you bring what you got and that's it, right?
Well, the idea
like you
too
said, we're
is
not busting in water,
but also the idea is you're supposed to take everything back yourself, and like what really happens is everyone throws their trash away in the very first. Place you can drop it off and stuff like that. And like you take this year, what I'm curious on is how much money it'll cost I think they're a nonprofit, but Burning Man to clean up everything that's going to be left behind.
Because that's a lot more gross, this year. That's some gross negligence on the orchestrating of this festival. I'm sorry, your festival is getting bigger. You could say it's not getting bigger. We're not selling more tickets. That doesn't matter. More eyes are seeing about this. More people want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to logistically keep on making it how it is, I mean, what do you expect's going to happen?
Well, too, like, to, I guess, both your points, like, this year I've seen more raw video on social media than I have any other time before. Like it seemed like last year I didn't really notice it. I remember you guys talking about it, but like this year I'm seeing it on like I see like celebrities live streaming, like there's people just making content for there. And it seems like really prevalent. Like I mean it's not obviously, but it seems like more people are taping it than not. Like it seems like it seems like a festival now.
Yeah, it is
a
exactly
festival.
exactly. I think
It is.
That's
If you got 100,000 people anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I also think though, like, even though you said, I don't know how, I mean, I never saw that Malcolm in the Middle, but I know you said that it was on like that, like whatever, that must have been like 10 years. How old is that show?
Burning Man started in 1986. I looked.
Yeah.
I looked at
Yeah, but when did that show come?
That one aired probably like, it was before the 2000s.
That's nuts.
Or it had to be right at 2000.
Only reason why I say that's because
20 years ago.
Like even I think like when I went, I don't think there was any like talk. I think Skrillex was the biggest name that I heard as somebody that was at Burning Man, which to give you context, like now it's like famous people or like, you know, millionaires and stuff like that. And I think when that wave happened, which wasn't now, but I think when that wave did happen, it did turn it to more of that Coachella-y, like show up, who's there, get your photo here. I mean, that whole, I think
the costumes seem more Coachella than Mad Max this year.
Well, after we film, I'll show you guys the Malcolm in the Middle parts. And I mean, even the way they make it seem back in when we were in, I was at middle school or high school when that episode came out.
Bopper.
You know, they made it seem like it was a festival. Like, this is where you're going to do these specific things. You're going to go here to do drugs, lose your shit. It was very specific, and this is a comedic show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like the intent's always been there, because I feel like whoever even started Burning Man was just
truths,
like,
you know?
people were escaping the reality of their, like, strenuous 9-to-5 jobs.
Burning the man.
Well, I'm saying these weren't people
Yeah.
like, these aren't artists and stuff. These are people that are trying to escape this, like, they're probably working 100 hours a week type shit.
Well, I think it also was that precursor of grunge. Because like it is the same grunge mentality.
Because I feel like where it started was like
it was DIY probably,
Yeah.
or it still is. To a certain
I
extent.
felt like it was
That's
the
the idea
outliers
of it.
from corporate America were like the forefathers of that festival.
Yeah.
And then now it is where it is.
Yeah,
But it was always for like people that are living heavily within society in the sense of the rigors of the day to day.
I think though too, it was probably like you said, it was like people like with their discontent about their corporate lifestyle or whatever. But I think it was also always mixed in with like kind of like the man, like a counterculture. But now it's not really. It is, but it also isn't a counterculture because it seems like it's penetrated the mainstream.
Well, it's just like how as much as Coachella is an art festival as it is a music festival, nobody goes there looking for the art.
Just to pose with.
Correct. It's photos. Well, but like so much of stuff now, it's like Instagram or social media.
I'm just saying the way that the organizers would pitch it to somebody.
Yeah. It's
to
a music
them,
festival.
it's probably more of an art festival than it is a music festival because they have a lot more art stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's really easy for the underlying thread to get misconstrued when organizers aren't really caring because they're just making money.
I mean, also all you could. Really
But there are
do
no
at this point-
sponsors at Burning Man. So like organizers are really, you can only as a nonprofit make so much money. I'm pretty sure.
And
to-
Not
control-
necessarily.
and- but-
as a
and you
nonprofit,
can
you can only
exert
make
so
what's
much-
reasonable.
Well,
but you get to
that's,
decide
there's
what's reasonable.
loopholes.
That's what I'm
There's
saying. You
many
get to decide
loopholes.
as a company what's reasonable.
Yeah.
So if my company makes $1 billion a year, it's reasonable for me to make 500.
I believe the NFL is still registered as a nonprofit organization.
Really? That's
FYI.
crazy. I've been looking for anything that says
it's just like
Burning Man's waste.
what they I mean what they waste I could care less about, but they're a festival now and they need to just come to grips with that.
Did you also hear that there was like a fake or like a manufactured a scare of like they were like, oh, there's an Ebola outbreak at Burning Man.
I did hear something vaguely, but I didn't know
didn't
what
hear
it was.
But it's like it's funny because now it's like because of the storm, it's like shelter in place. Like the exits and entry roads are closed, so it's like now we'll see really where this like gathering
Are they
about
still stuck?
self-reliance. Yeah, they're stuck for the foreseeable like few days at least ahead. They're like,
Until as long as it
So
doesn't
all
rain
of the
again.
celebrities got to get out.
I mean, the whole thing with Diplo and Chris Rock, he said that him and Chris Rock walked 5 hours to the road, then a fan picked them up
You
on
think
the...
Chris Rock's rocking anywhere for 5 hours? And you saw how clean they were?
I have no idea. I'm just reading. I'm telling you.
That's why I asked the question. Do you
I
think...
didn't see the picture of him.
Take out the picture. Do you think Chris Rock's walking 5 miles in the desert?
I don't think any celebrities
That's
walking anywhere in the wilderness.
5 miles, my ass.
I mean-
5 miles is not as
Okay, they said...
That's
wait.
long.
That's more than 5 miles. 5 miles, I could do that.
He said
5
6
hours
miles.
is long. Oh,
No, he said 6 miles.
It's worse. Sorry.
8 mile.
Eminem was out there rapping the whole
I mean,
way.
I don't know. Like,
They did lose themselves. Physically, metaphorically.
I'm just saying, I saw the picture. I saw a video of them in the back of the truck, and Chris Rock looked pretty clean to be walking through mud. I mean, hey, but
Was he dusty?
No.
At least? No?
no, he was fresh. Diplo had a shirt off. If that means
Diplo
anything.
never...
Yeah,
doesn't-
I don't think he
that's-
ever has...
That's why I threw it. If that means anything,
It does not. It means nothing.
but Chris Rock had some nice shades on, a nice crispy hat, and a nice New York jacket on.
He's like, somebody carried me for 5 miles.
It looked as so. Because there's no way he walked anywhere through mud.
I think the crazy thing is the waste exposure, because there's no way to...
What does that mean?
So they haven't been able to bring trucks in to clean out the porta potties. So they're literally just sitting there festering with waste.
Pooping.
And it's raining, and so that comes out. And yeah, that's definitely how, I guess, Ebola... I don't know, is that how it breaks
I don't believe so, but there's
Well,
no
fuck it. We're at Burning
fact checking
Man.
on Twitter.
Burn the man in all facets. We don't need bathrooms. Let the fecal matter flow.
That's how the bubonic plague started.
That is true.
Well, hey, maybe they don't want
Rats.
to burn the man then. Maybe you need sewers.
Oh, you know that like
think you do.
that bubonic plague spread is because also like they kind of like demonized cats because they were companions of witches and people didn't like witches back then.
What was first, that or the Spanish flu?
Spanish flu is pretty recent.
That
Yeah,
was,
it's
that was
like
like
relatively
18,
recent.
son.
It was like
18s or
19
1912 or
Yeah.
1912 maybe.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, then like there were no cats to kill the rats, so the rats spread bubonic plague. Yeah, fun fact.
And
That
then
is crazy.
you know, there's like the black plague bubonic. It's also like it's in the U.S. in
Yeah,
Yosemite.
there's like outbreaks.
they have like squirrels.
Sweet.
Well, supposedly it's in like the ice, right? The polar ice caps.
Oh, the ones that are melting. No, that has some like.
Probably says some other
where,
crazy
where the
thing.
mammoths are.
Well,
where
we
they're
can't
fighting
even
all
tell
those
what's in
mammoths?
what kind of bacteria or viruses are locked up in
Exactly.
the ice.
Yeah.
They're saying like they found a worm that had been like stuck in ice for like 10,000 years, and they brought it back to life, and it just immediately started like multiplying.
What?
So
Did you hear about
was Nick Cannon?
Did you hear about the woman
cannon worm.
the woman who was having a headache, and she finally went to the doctor and they couldn't find anything,
Oh.
so they did the scan. It's a live worm in her brain,
Oh, big.
It was like pretty big.
like a
It was like a thin, probably.
yeah.
But
And they, like she had a live ass, like the first time ever that been recorded, a live worm somehow in somebody's brain.
She
just
all right?
chilling.
I think she was. I mean, they took it out. She was okay. So and then everything was good, but I don't think you
Did they
want.
lock her in the dumpster?
She got out. Yeah, I was trying to see if they burned the man.
They're all out there with
Was there a man burned?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
2023.
So this okay. Back to just celebrity Diplo. Said that I legit walked the side of the road for hours with my thumb out. Wrote Diplo, whose real name is Thomas Wesley Pence.
I said he had his shirt off. I was saying I know for sure Chris Rock didn't walk miles nowhere.
I mean,
That's all I was saying. He had his shirt off. Diplo
he
had
might,
his shirt
did you
off.
see his shoes? Was he wearing what kind of shoes did Mr. Rock have on?
Some Balenciagas.
Probably some Balenciagas one that look like socks.
You imagine in the fucking
in the mud.
No, but I wasn't even thinking. I didn't even read the comment, but I was laughing when I saw the video of him because Sean's like, "That's not a place you go to wearing like Nike or Adidas," and he's wearing like Nike.
Nike and Adidas, a faux pas. If you will.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was like, I don't think Chris Rock watched the podcast, Sean.
He should. He's gonna learn today.
you should learn, sir.
He gonna get slapped again by Will.
He just pops out. You're doing it wrong.
Well, I guess.
Oh, he's got dirty shorts. Dirty. Wait up. Yeah, he did. See the little dirt on his knee.
Oh, that's like it's black. It's clean though. It's clean.
You saw him, right?
It's like the top besides the mud splatter. It's like as clean as your.
You saw him, right? That's not a man that walked 6 miles through nothing.
I would imagine that there's like dust.
I don't know. He kind of looked, but no, because it was muddy. It's muddy.
Oh,
Look at he looked good. He looked like
you
chilling.
have to do this.
little-
show this on like little.
Send me that little clip. Screenshot it. Send me that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say? Teach these devils.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say he did it because he looks so out of pocket and out of place in general. I think he was probably the one that was like, Diplo, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
He's like, I'm in my element.
They're gonna eat people, and everyone knows I go first.
Chris Rock has that in him. I just don't see him doing that.
I can't see him going to Burning Man, but he was there.
He probably flew him by helicopter or something first.
He's probably on a hoverboard. He was hovering over the dirt.
Diplo was like, it's gonna be the greatest thing ever. You should come with me. I don't wear my shirt ever.
What if Chris Rock was just completely lost and he was the only person he knew that he saw? It's like, Diplo? Fuck, well, I guess
Thank
that's
God.
how we gotta go. I guess that's how we're going. All right, Diplo.
I've been spinning in circles for 2 days straight. This is the strongest acid I've ever done.
I'm not made for this.
Yeah.
I guess, speaking of environmental impact, did you hear that thing about NASA estimates there's like 200 tons of trash on the moon?
Where's it
What
come
kind
from?
of trash?
Like a little bit of everything. All the like missions that have gone up there, like, because I think last episode you said there's been 3 countries. They don't leave no trace up there. Like their landing craft, they
leave all
leave
the
up there.
trace.
I think that like that moon buggy thing, that's still up there.
So
They
is
didn't
there
take that
stuff
back.
chilling up there?
Yeah.
Well, the Russian
crash.
craft, the landing craft that tried to land, like that's there. That's like tons,
What if,
you know?
I mean, this is going to sound so stupid.
Dude.
Okay,
But what if India flew to the South Pole, right? But it really wasn't the South Pole. It was just where we've been landing. And they were finding all of our trash there. Like, look,
Oh, I bet that's what the other countries
an alien rover with an American flag on it.
I mean, they'd probably be like, well, we know what this is. This is...
It's a setup.
Where are the cameras? Where are the cameras?
Where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I
I'm
getting punked?
punked. Did we even... Is this even real? Are we even
The
on?
Truman Show? Curtains fall down?
Well, they said there's like 90. I don't know how big the bags are, but they said there's like 96 bags of like piss and vomit there.
Wait, because of all the piss and vomit of
All the astronauts, because they don't take that back with them. You know, it's like that's
So
waste.
and
Trash
shit,
doesn't just
too.
float away.
I'm guessing.
I mean, maybe they try and big shit bags.
Mm-hmm. Well, it has a gravity. There's still a gravity on the planet.
I know, but it's
on
low,
the
right?
moon. Yeah, but it's still enough to hold things. That's
enough
why when they were able to walk on it, or not.
Or so they say.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Yeah, I can only say so much.
You can only
But does that mean
surmise
like
so
if
much.
they just like somebody just pees in the bag, they just huck it? They're like, it's gone for all intents and
mean,
purposes. It's gone. I can't see
Hey,
it.
we gotta
It just lands over there. We
we gotta treat our astronauts, dude. We gotta teach them better. You can't be doing that.
Well, that
You can't
no,
even
they
do
told-
that on the road.
They
How
told
you do
them
that in
to do that.
space?
They didn't say like, hey, all the shits you took, we want that back. Bring it back.
Yeah,
with
imagine them being like, yeah, we're gonna pack your shit up, leave no trace, pack it in, pack it out.
That's what they do at Coachella. They pack it in a porta potty and ship it out.
you. The moon ain't Coachella, Trey.
You're right. It's trashed more.
I mean, maybe per square mile. I don't think so.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I think it's
It's probably pretty big. I don't know exactly how big the moon
much
is.
less. I mean, the moon's big enough for us to see it.
Oh, that's pretty big, huh? Did you see the super moon the other night?
Yes,
that was
I did.
bright
It
as
sure
hell.
wasn't blue though.
Do you know why they call it the blue moon?
You're gonna enlighten me because I'm just wasn't blue.
I thought the moonlight looked blue, like.
No, the reason why they call it blue moons because 2 full moons in the same month.
Mm-hmm.
So this,
And blue comes from
that's just what they labeled the moon.
because it's sad.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Blue moon.
So 2 moons makes it blue,
Yep.
being sad.
Yep.
2.
Because
blue moons
as
in
you
1
know, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2.
That's only in.
It can
racist.
equal. That's racist.
That's imperialist
racist.
math.
That's just imperialist
You're not
math.
allowing those numbers to be what they become.
And what they want to be. I mean, what if one wanted to be 18? So,
Well, one could
So one
be
just
18.
wanted to. What's the smoke cigarettes?
Yeah,
18?
Okay.
21 now.
21.
Is it?
Yeah,
To smoke cigarettes?
yeah. They're trying to do better all of a sudden.
So you can...
Piss on the moon, but you can't smoke a cigarette till you're 21. You're right.
Man,
I don't know anyone that can
Welcome
go to
to
the
Biden's
moon at
America.
18. Wow. Only in America.
piss on the moon. Well, technically, America's not, the moon isn't America. Although I'm sure they're trying to claim it.
We probably did. We put a flag on it.
Oh, that's true.
it. Generally, you ever see... Yeah. You put
So
a
do you think if like say India went there, they took the flag, they're like yoink, they put the Indian
That'd
flag
be
there instead.
hilarious.
They definitely did that.
And then we just start launching fucking missions back to the moon just to like take the flag out, put the flag back in. It's a vicious circle, man.
We get the guy who Trey hired to be his... or who you hired to be
My
your
night guard?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all the Bollywood movies about going to the moon now, though.
Are you a big Bollywood fan?
Now I am.
He is now.
At this very moment.
The Bollywood effect.
So you're like a Messi fan all of a sudden. Now you're like a...
on the bandwagon.
Inter Miami
No,
fan?
He's on the Bollywood
I've-
bandwagon.
I've known Messi forever.
Oh, you know
we're
Messi?
Cool. Yeah, we cool.
Yeah?
We cool.
Yeah, tell me, what's Messi's first
I'm
name?
more of like a Mbappe, Haaland, I like those guys.
That's trash.
He's a young. They're the young cats.
I mean, I get Mbappe, but Holland's just that's like
he's a specimen.
I mean,
He's a specimen.
he
He's
is
a scorer, man.
He is a unique kind of Viking.
He looks like he's albino black.
Except
You
for
know he does.
except-
That's why he's
Except
laughing.
for his
It
straight,
came through
his
eyes.
straight blonde hair.
But he braids it sometimes. He cornrows it
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Didn't he do that for?
I'm like, he's
recently?
an albino black. That's why
Yeah,
he's so
I
fast.
saw him on vacation.
He's
he had
pink
those,
though. He's not albino. He's pink.
He had
He's
those
an albino
braids on
black?
vacation. I was like, no.
No.
no. Yo, that Messi effect though is crazy for ticket prices.
You felt it. This is the most LAFC Inter Miami game is the most expensive MLS game ever.
Yeah,
That's dope,
ever.
though. That's dope.
Supposedly, the highest ticket sale I think it was 32,000.
He's worth it. That's dope.
I mean, if you have the money, the disposable income.
I suppose that's pretty wild. That's a. I mean, we were talking about when it first happened. That's exactly the effect I suppose you want if you're going to spend a whole lot of money to bring Messi to the MLS.
Well, that's just that's what I expect from a fan of someone.
Yeah,
A true fan.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like
a rich. True
you
fan.
definitely brought more money out.
fanatical.
Than, like, Trey said, "What? No, he didn't. Show it. Where's the proof?"
Oh, that's who I was thinking. Creflo Dollar. Have you heard of that?
Creflo Dollar.
Creflo? Is that?
Yeah,
Oh.
Creflo, yeah. Creflo.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
dude's
he's
crazy.
definitely a big black. He's like TD Jakes. Bishop TD Jakes.
Now, how like Kirk Franklin? He's not.
He's just
He's just an entertainer, essentially. But
yes,
he's like a
he's-
preacher entertainer.
no, he's
Preacher trainer.
Preachers,
no, he's
entertainers.
he's the musical director. He's a musical director.
Okay.
That's why he's always leading a choir.
Dude, have you seen him recently?
He just had a falling out with his son.
Oh, really?
It was pretty bad. Like you would think a preacher falling out with his son publicly.
Why don't I know any of what you guys are talking about?
Do you
want a revolution?
Do you want a revolution? Whoop, whoop. Do we want a revolution? Whoop, whoop.
Did you not watch BET? Because he was a mainstay in the fucking.
Jesus wants a revolution. Whoop, whoop.
Definitely never was introduced.
But dude,
Oh,
he,
Kirk-
he looks younger now. Like he looks.
Wait, is he one of those like preachers and dunks?
He's not a preacher. He's a musical director. So he's like, he put out an album with the choir that won like probably a Grammy or something back in the
Dang.
day.
He was the first Kanye?
While Kanye's doing the Yeezus Kanye, yes, that's exactly what he is. He leads and he dances.
And everybody wears the same clothing?
Yeah, they were doing. Yeah, no, Kirk Franklin was freaking huge.
Oh, I saw he was doing. Yeah, he like. I just saw a video of him recently. He was doing some like, some thirst trappy moves.
Oh,
He's getting freaky with the Lord, if you know what I mean.
he was pulling what is it, Maxwell? No, the Genuine.
Oh yeah, kind of genuine pony vibes.
Oh,
It was giving pony for sure.
Let's do it. I love Genuine.
my pony.
Yeah.
Cover Tremaine, Josh, because you're more tapped in.
Yes.
Well, you saw that. I don't know how many years ago, 2-3 years ago. Supreme was purchased by
Some kind of hedge fund, right?
Kerrang. I think is it the same people who
Kerrang's,
do LVMH and everything?
Yes.
Or no. Sorry, totally off. It's by the same people who own like not Timberland. Timberlands and like Vans, the same holding group.
VF
maybe.
Corporation.
VF,
Yes.
And then I believe Tremaine Emory, like 2 years ago, he went into the role of creative director for Supreme, and because they've like, I don't think they really have much like street credit, whatever that means like anymore. Because like since they're not like that kind of brand, they're not like subversive, they're not like counterculture. They're Supreme. And Tremaine Emory, I can't remember what company he came from before, but yeah, he left Supreme saying like, especially over this latest collab capsule collection that was coming out, like he left because of it was like there were systemic racism issues at Supreme.
He's older too, huh? Well, not older, maybe like later 40s.
Can we fact check?
Tremaine's 42. He came from Stussy and worked with designer Virgil.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but I guess he was admired for his work at Stussy.
I mean, he probably helped bring them like
to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy though what it says like
the Jaffa
yeah,
collab.
we didn't really go into it. Yeah,
do you know why he left?
He was claiming systematic racism.
But do you know about what
Are you talking about this specific last project that's coming out?
Yeah, like the imagery in the project.
Oh, no.
So it says there's a dispute over the use of images depicting lynching and slavery, basically. So they're going to use those images in the project.
Probably like on shirts and whatever, But I mean, he said there was only like one other black designer there who also left the company, probably designer in like a senior position, that left the company because of like what he he claimed like racism in the workplace, pretty much. Probably like a bunch of different things like unconscious bias, colorism, whatnot.
Hopefully he lands on his feet. I would hope.
I mean,
I thought that was like a pun in some, so I was trying to read.
No. I just like when you leave a place, like obviously that you put a lot of work into. I hope someone sees his worth and picks him up or something. Or
I'd imagine so. If he worked for Stussy and he was liked for it, and then he went there.
There's not so many big ones. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Supreme's pretty big. I don't want him to take a step backwards.
Can I ask you this? This is the question that it posed. The question that was posed was, do images of black pain and violence belong in fashion? What is a fashion brand saying by putting an image of an artwork of a lynched black person, even if it's derived from artwork? What's the point of putting it on a T-shirt? I guess that's what he was kind of like saying. Like,
or wait, Tremaine or James Jebbia was saying that. Who's saying that right now?
This reads as
that was just a question posed by editorial.
Tremaine.
Oh, Tremaine was at.
This kind of reads weird because at first it was like saying that Tremaine was saying that, but then it sounds like he wasn't saying that.
Well, I think that's the question because he wanted those images. I think it was their idea to have that stuff there, and then Supreme like axed those ideas because they probably like parent company thought it was too like controversial or
more
something.
Accurate. He's trying to push the line.
Yeah, he's saying like especially like like as creative director, he is like a artistic guy, so he's trying to like create like a conversation about exactly what you just said. Like, what does that mean? Like, especially coming from, I guess, a black designer at a company that has a lot of like, I think its cultural relevance was built by like black people, African American, and
but streetwear. What do you consider streetwear?
It's like generally, I would think it was influenced by like skateboarding and skater.
Yeah.
style, fashion.
which is different than urban wear,
Mm-hmm.
at least from what I've been told from designers.
I always felt that skatewear in the like late 90s was started borrowing from like Shorty's Fulfill the Dream Zone. Like that was like an Osiris. They seemed like they were borrowing from urban culture actually. So the streetwear became like more because like shoes started looking more like basketball shoes and
I
like
just forget. I was watching a designer. He's a black designer too, and he posed that same question. His stance was that urban wear and streetwear have always been two different things, and streetwear specifically spawned from skateboarding.
But then there's like say Pyrex Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at those. What would you count those as? That would be streetwear, skate stuff. But it's like from, I think, urban apparel type lens. I think I saw that interview that you're talking about.
Yeah, because I don't like urban apparel and streetwear are two different things.
It's like lugs and a Nietzsche and Karl Kanai.
Yeah, because streetwear
like
to
the
me is like
OG
skate
stuff.
attire.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Although streetwear I think it sounds urban. Like
The sound of it is, but
But,
it's not.
yeah.
It's like that's what he was saying. He's like streetwear is actually just like it actually originates from skateboard culture and skatewear.
what they wear on the streets
Streetwear.
while they're skating.
Yeah.
I feel like streetwear is way broad. Also, yeah, what happened was Jebbia, is that his-
James Jebbia.
yeah, he removed the images without telling or
Tremaine.
Tremaine. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're the creative director and it's your project and you're doing it, and then somebody removes it without having a conversation about it, and then they're also using you kind of as their like mascot,
Scapegoat, yeah.
was their like
Token.
token mascot. It's like,
Diversity.
oh, so you're gonna let me do that part of it, but not actually speak the full brevity of a.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, yeah.
So that sounds like it would
Yeah.
be grounds for wanting to leave somewhere. Because
Yeah.
like I think it doesn't look bad for him at all. Like I think if
No.
anything, like he looks as more attractive as like he has like some ethics and morals and business sticking to his platform or whatever. And Supreme, I mean, like yeah, they definitely. I don't know. I actually thought like a lot of their stuff was cool. Like besides like the basic ass box logos and stuff, but like some of their stuff it's more interesting. The last couple years, that's probably as a result of his work. So, wonder where they'll go. Who's like going to step into that environment?
I mean, what would be really interesting is if he just started his own thing and kept on going to projects, just kind of like Fig Munity did with No Jumper and
He did like Denim. Is it
yeah,
Tears? Like
yeah,
he's like co-founder of that.
Yeah,
So I mean, he
yeah.
knows the industry quite well.
yeah.
You hear about how much the OnlyFans guy pays himself?
No, I didn't know somebody owned Only. I mean, I guess, but I have no idea.
Paid himself last year almost $1 million a day in dividends.
Is it just because they were making so much? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just take this much, which doesn't seem like a lot
Crazy.
because
He claimed $338 million last year in dividends.
damn, that's more than like fucking Disney CEO.
He's a baller, bro.
It's crazy.
Oh,
It's new money, huh?
did you hear? That's the newest of monies.
Yo,
It's the crypto.
it's
not
even
really.
wilder than that.
Probably is. That
It
was just
says-
the headline.
It roughly was $2 million for every working day. Oh, you said every day, so every working
day.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never
Because
mind.
it was like 338 million.
yeah. His
Yeah,
net
So
worth.
he's working half the year.
His net worth is
On average.
3.2 billion.
How old
How
is
does he get paid?
Bro looked like he couldn't have been older than 40 something, early 40s.
How does the money come in? He's 41.
It's because he's like, it's like he's the middleman in a sense. Like every dollar that gets paid
going
out to
through his-
somebody goes through
His
him.
website.
Yeah, so he gets a skimp off of everything.
That's him.
Yeah, he's a young dude. Balling.
He's really young.
Balling. No, yeah, dude. But did you hear about the fake high school, Sean?
Wait, slow down. I'm still getting over the fact that this dude made them. What's a fake high school?
Bishop Sycamore.
Oh, no.
You heard about that
Ooh, it's a big scandal.
football team?
So
Wait,
this
what?
guy basically, he's like the greatest con man of recent years, and he was affiliated with a really large church, like Christian church or Catholic, Christian church, but some kind. He ended up getting them to like maybe invest or do something to start like a charter school, to where then he was recruiting decent high school players to come play for his school, because his school was the one for like last chance university type thing. You know, it's like, oh, you're not going to be able to, if you're good and you want a chance, come here. Maybe you can go D1 type thing. You know what I mean? Because it was a high school.
Mm-hmm.
No school existed. Kids never went to any classes. And this went on for like a couple years before he got popped.
Where'd they go?
It was an online school to begin with. Dude, it was bad. He was pulling out apartments in underage kids' names, like every kind of scheme.
Then it got into the national view because they got in a tournament.
They played a game against the Nationals' biggest high school on ESPN, and this is what alerted everybody, because they got steamrolled.
It was like 46-0 or some shit like that.
The kids literally said that they were learning plays off of Madden the game. Like that.
So it was like a money laundering scheme.
How the hell does it go on for that long?
It was
America, baby.
It was, and it wasn't money laundering, because he didn't break any laws technically.
But it's like, how did he? I guess he applied for this tournament to be eligible in this tournament.
Well, he's a school. They were a legit school, right? They, I guess, got accreditation. And in Ohio, they have one of these laws or whatever, to where if you're a highly devout religious group, it's even easier for you to get labeled a charter school. So he pulled
a private school.
So they pulled that. Basically, he was recruiting kids, selling them the dream. Basically, it was just, dude, the kids on this game, Sean, that were playing on ESPN, O line and D line were sharing helmets. The kids would be running off the field and
handling their
and the kid running on is grabbing and putting it on type thing.
They got to make sure they get the right kid to swap with, because it's like, my head's too big.
But no, it was like, yeah, it's a big old thing. But yeah, no, he's got a lot of lawsuits against him personally, but he didn't break any laws. But he was just crazy comment. If anyone hasn't heard or checked out the story, I highly implore you to, because
I believe there's a Netflix special or HBO special.
HBO has a thing. Netflix probably gonna make something about it, because it was
called BS High.
BS, and like the acronym is quite so fitting.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore and also BS.
Bullshit high. Yeah,
this is crazy.
Bad Spanish.
A broken solitude.
Okay, new metal band name member.
I'm just so
Balancing
confused.
chakras. With the S.
I'm so confused because I'm reading about this right now while you're telling me
it's that's
So wait, I don't understand though. This dude is the dude Coach Leroy Johnson? Is that also the guy who did all of the
coaches? Yes,
Leroy Jenkins.
So there's multiple coaches.
There's a coach, and then there was a president who technically wasn't doing nothing bad. It was all the coach.
The coach
who really started the school.
And he was for 3 years. They were a school.
Bro, I'm telling you, they played, I think, on ESPN twice. Twice, 2 years in a row. It was the last year, or the last time it happened, that people were like, "What is going on here? Like this, something's not adding up." But no, yeah, it's a fake high school. There was no actual high school.
Bishop Sycamore High School.
He had renderings He had renderings of a building that he was showing people was going to be the high school. Beautiful renderings, like huge type thing. But no, yeah, they actually had no school. So,
but they were just renderings.
They were just renderings.
So when this comes down to capitalism, where do you stand?
I thought it was hilarious. He's a great con man.
That is nuts.
If he make renderings, you want me to make a Trey high school so we can get the Trey standard?
He technically didn't break any laws, though. That's the whole thing. I don't think it's right to manipulate people, but if you do,
there should be laws around it.
Not necessarily.
Well, did they actually offer online classes then?
Yeah.
What is that? Like, you just it's like probably 3 hours of instruction a week. We let these kids really think for themselves.
Hey, Sean, I think it was like you said, it was 3 years. They were there for 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand.
They never had one graduating kid. No one ever moved up.
Yeah, like no one ever asked their kids about anything.
No, the kids it it was crazy. So I think kids were like living somewhere, and he was pulling out apartments under their names. He had every scheme, dude. He was calling like the El Pollo Locos right before they would close and order like 20 rotisserie chickens to feed the kids, and then walk in there and be like, "Oh, you know, I don't want this," and then have the kids going in there after, being like, "Oh, we're from a school. Do you guys have any extra food?" Knowing that they just made 20 chickens.
Oh my
And
god!
they're closing in 3 minutes.
Wow.
Like the kids were stealing
Give
from
the kids some chicken.
The kids were going to the grocery stores. He was having them scam and scheme all over, dude.
Sounds like a cult, or like he's like is he like a pimp or something? So it's kind
Yes,
of
dude. But then for the HBO thing, Sean, he got what are those people that coach you for like movement, like how you like behavior analysis coaching. So he was like, "Do you want my hands like this? Do you want my hands like this? Do you want my hands like this?"
Oh.
And the guy was like, "Maybe just normal would be fine."
this Leroy guy.
Yeah, and he was just like, "So tell me about all the lawsuits that are going on against you." He's like, "Well, I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know, because I mean, if you can prove it, I'm not going to lie. So what lawsuits do you know about?" Like that.
Wow, he sounds
That
like
sounds
an older
riveting.
version of you.
That's why I appreciated him, bro.
Yeah.
He was a schemer and a scammer.
That's right, ladies.
But he didn't lie about it.
Didn't
He didn't not
divulge
lie.
all the information.
Withholding.
Damn, he be owing a lot of money. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. And like, also, it's super crazy. He just felt like he could do it. Like he was out here being like, "Oh yeah, that's possible. This is something that
This is
good."
that's
This
going
is-
by Trey's vision exactly. Like anything's possible if you really want it to happen.
Well, like this
He's
is
not in jail.
so. This isn't exactly the same, but it's I'm a tie it together. Did you hear about California Forever?
Oh wait, can I guess?
Are we succeeding?
Yeah.
Is that the thing where we're
No.
leaving?
Do you know about California?
They
Forever?
want to build like a city between Sacramento and something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know exactly. Can you
And it's
explain
called
it?
Forever?
So all these billionaires, some like tech Silicon Valley billionaires, right? Like there's like a dude from LinkedIn, a dude from GitHub, a dude for like
Blackwater.
I mean
They
probably
keep those
there's probably
kids,
Vanguard or
separated.
Blackwater or something. But they basically went in Solano County. They've been buying up plots of land of agriculture land for the past few years, buying it more and more and more and more.
Shitload.
And they have right now over 50,000 acres of land. And they still want more, but they basically want to build this like perfect town, this perfect city,
Tomorrowland.
California Forever, that's supposed to be like a Mediterranean getaway for like for Californians, but it's somehow supposed to also be available to all people, but they're not like
I was going to say, what, only white people are supposed to go there or something?
I mean,
Probably.
I
Light skinned.
honestly, the way it sounds as it is, like the area today is just like nothing. It's desolate and stuff like that. And so
farmland.
It's Burning Man.
exactly, it's fine.
It's a lake bed. It's a dry lake.
So yeah, but they want to basically build a community that has a huge solar farm area. So it's all like, I guess, good. I don't know what that. Sometimes I think
also
solar
the
farms.
opposite of Burning Man.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, also nothing burns. So, but like they're supposed to have
Imagine
like.
there being solar farms and then activists coming out and saying we're taking advantage of the panels.
I would just think that they'd say like, "Aren't you cooking like the birds in the sky?"
Well, that's true.
That's like a
but,
real thing, isn't it?
Also,
Bird deaths.
with solar panels, like solar farms, you need to have them within a certain proximity of like a power station or something because
Yeah,
they
'cause
can't
they gotta
transmit.
offload.
Yeah, they can't transmit large amounts of electricity through things. So like they have to be close to something. So
Yeah, but so
can't
yeah,
have,
they
like,
basically
here.
want to build a brand ass new city that's supposed to be, like a. It's going to be for rich people, and it kind of made me think about how like Saudi Arabia was building that long ring. Is it called the ring?
the line.
The line.
The line. How they're building the line right now,
creative
which I don't know if you've seen the images of them, like
Yeah, I'm
'cause they're
fully
working on it.
invested.
Dude, it looks so small.
It's not.
it
It's
is
like two
not
football
deep.
fields wide.
Yeah, like it showed like
wide, yeah, but long. It's like
no,
miles.
yeah,
very long.
it's very long, but like wide,
yeah,
like
width-wise, like
they showed
two
like
football fields.
they showed like
It's the girth that
4
matters. though.
trucks. And
That's how you use it, Joshy.
yeah, that you're not even going to use all that length.
You can
Come
have
on,
it- you
come
can
on.
have- You can have how it's like thousands of miles long, or what's it supposed to be?
I think it's
think-
thousands
isn't it?
miles. I think it's like
No, it's not. I think it's-
1,100 miles, or is it 100
8
miles
million.
long?
No, I think it's only 8 miles long.
It's still long.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like real long.
I mean, 8 miles.
8
is
miles
still long.
is plenty long, Trey.
So Eminem would say.
That's how
8
you
miles.
Use those 8 miles.
He would throw up on his
Mom spaghetti.
spaghetti. But I was gonna say we can also sign up to be one of the first people in California forever.
Like right now.
Yeah,
Like,
like you can sign up.
do you
and-
have to send a picture?
I don't know how it works, but they're like, you can sign up today to be part of the future.
They won't even let tanned
How
white
much
people
are the
in there.
houses? How much are the
There's
houses?
no price for it yet, and that's their whole thing. They're like, how are you going to say this is going to be accessible to everyone? And you have no pricing for it yet, and billionaires are building.
Maybe I'm the mayor.
It's-
Maybe I already know about this.
170 kilometers. That doesn't help us at all. How
170 kilometers. So yeah, that's just like
We're
200
we don't
miles.
use that system.
that seems really far.
Isn't it 3
200
kilometers?
miles.
On
Damn.
How many miles?
How many miles did you say it was?
That's at 200.
How many did you say it was?
I didn't say anything.
105.
105.
105 miles long.
Oh, that's way longer than 8
That's
miles.
unnecessary.
Things shouldn't be
Just
that
to
long.
buy.
Unless it's the Great Wall of China.
Why
things shouldn't be
do
that
we
long.
have any cities that are that long? Like what city?
like nothing continuous?
No.
There's nothing continuous. Like
Why do you need
Skid Row.
it's not that long.
it's like 2 blocks.
It's very dense though. It's very dense.
Yeah, it's a very thick two
Very
blocks.
dense 2 blocks.
But like that's crazy. 107 miles. What are you gonna do? Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go visit my friend all the way down the poor side.
yeah, it
I'm-
goes like the train goes, like 200 miles an hour.
Damn.
So you can get they said one
But-
side to one side in like half an hour.
I mean, but that's like, how often do stops take? Are you going to be like,
Well, it's like Sean said, it stops off in like what is the Hunger Games? Stops off in districts.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. There's gonna be districts you can't get to. Like, show me your identification card.
I saw
Yeah.
District 9. Did you guys?
Yeah,
Hell no, I'm staying
See, one's
in
going to
one.
be
I'm
aliens.
staying in one.
you didn't see District 9?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
I
with
saw
the
movie.
aliens. Hmm.
I thought you were still talking about Hunger Games. I'm staying in District 1.
I never saw
one was-
nor read.
I saw,
Games of
I saw
Hunger.
them like a couple years ago. The first couple ones were like pretty good, and then that last one was kind of that was not shocking.
Then it was kind of really bad.
Yeah, there was like little monsters and stuff.
That sounds like some.
Wait, was that was?
Are you
Close
guys just-
Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yeah, I was like that. Yeah,
but it was automatic.
I was like, I love Close Encounters. And they did the same thing.
And we're doing like Boy Scouts. I don't even think that's what they did. I don't know.
Was
what
it
they-
1, 2?
I never saw.
Oh, you never saw Hunger Games?
No,
You're a Star Wars fanatic and you never seen Hunger Games?
they are.
I don't
different
see.
thing.
I don't like. I've seen
They are
both
they
of them.
They
I don't
are
see the correlations.
different.
Unless you're talking about like
You're
these
like
people
young
are the-
people in a movie.
Or the
Same
Empire.
thing.
It's sci-fi.
Sci-fi. It's a very broad realm.
like streetwear. That's a broad label.
I like to say I see no color. Paint with broad strokes.
You certainly do. Certainly do.
I can't believe you've never seen little Katniss Everdeen, man.
Dude,
It's because you don't like books. I know it.
I hate books. Burn them all.
I hate reading.
I want to learn everything from those Paul brothers.
Oh, they're
I want
beefing. But
I want Jake and Logan to teach me everything.
I only feel bad for Logan because dudes are making fun of his girlfriend or fiance. That's kind of messed up. That's
What are
low.
they making fun of?
Well, you know he's supposed to box that Dylan Dennis guy who's like
I don't know
Conor
who that
McGregor. It's like Conor McGregor's
Boy,
homie.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're supposed to box. I guess they have beef or something. And I guess
Fake beef.
yeah, exactly. But Dylan Dennis is
That
going out
Impossible
like
burger.
posting all these pictures of his fiance, Logan Paul's fiance, with like different dudes before she was with him. I'm like, that's kind of unnecessary, bro.
Or
Yeah.
that's like manufactured.
That's super unnecessary though.
It's just unnecessary. Like,
Also, like,
What if Logan Paul sent him all those pictures? So he was like, "Hey, dude, post these while you're talking."
I
shit
would
to me."
normally agree with you, but he at least seemed like he was coked out talking to Schultz on his interview. But that seemed like it kind of hurt him.
Logan
Logan to me is still coked
yacked
out.
He seemed like he was On that WWE
on that
juice for
Prime
sure.
energy
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
He's on that prime.
Yeah. The yellow one.
Mhm.
But
I don't know if any of them taste.
I
I was
know. But,
juiced.
no, but yeah, he seemed like he was generally affected by that, which is sad.
I mean, that does kind of suck if it's here.
You know what I mean? Because they're all calling her like all out of her name type thing. I would be kind of pissed off.
Insults even.
Yeah, she has nothing to do with anything. Like he called her a freaking a transformer.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
What's that even mean?
That's as nice as I can say.
That's stupid.
Messed up. Like he's saying, "Oh, that's what I thought she was when I saw a picture of her," type thing.
This is the other dude you're supposed to box.
Yes.
Yo, I think that culture, by the way, is the dumbest. Like,
That's what everyone is saying. It's like, okay, normally in that culture, they do be wilding out, but normally family is kind of
Wait, like
no one
YouTuber,
goes there.
like streamer
No,
culture?
boxing.
no
Oh,
boxers.
Like
Like,
when
they
they're
just
doing,
say
like,
the
the-
most
oh, like
they're
wildest.
talking this shit.
when they're selling the
building-
fight. Like normally they'll go head to head. They may do some jazz, but normally like personal family and stuff. Except for Conor McGregor, because that fool don't care. But normally, like nobody really does
Yeah.
that. They'll just you're loser, blase blase. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, he's doing all kinds of stuff. That was like, dude, maybe you should get your ass whooped. I don't know.
I mean,
Somebody's ass will probably get whooped.
I mean, at that point,
Yeah.
you have to be.
Well, that's what it seems like. It seems like Logan's only pissed off about that. I don't think he cares about nothing else.
I mean, he's just making bank.
I mean,
They're
yeah.
both
Either way,
gonna be
they're making
making
a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money on that fight, probably like 10 to 20 million bucks a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're not, this is like still nothing on her, but like if you are dating a Paul brother, you know you're gonna get heat because you're dating a Paul brother. They're smart businessmen, but like they're not.
Schultz went in on him
To be
because he was just
aspirational.
on Flagrant. Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
And they were talking about the whole thing about the fight, and he's like, he straight told him, he goes, yeah, but you know, your fiance, she kind of got a pretty good list before you. I was like, how would you say that to her?
That's why I think Schultz sometimes is a bit of a
Like, that's crazy.
yeah. Like that's. I think. I think that dude plays a big game about who he actually is. Like I think.
Well, he's just the instigator.
He is,
Yeah.
I mean, but Logan he wasn't too pissed about that because he was like, they both came to the exact same name. That's why he said, he's like, why are you saying that? He's like, Leo. He's like, of course, it's Leo DiCaprio.
Well, I mean, like look at the things like nobody asked about like his body count. Like his is probably like.
But that's what Logan was saying. He said that she's been in the paparazzi's eye as long as he's been famous.
Yeah, but nobody
Yeah.
nobody's keeping track of.
So it's
Yeah.
like, exactly. Yeah.
So,
she's,
I mean-
And I'm
she's
sure
kinda
Logan's
more
got
famous.
a fucking body count for.
Like Hot Shots Part 2.
He's probably taken down half of Puerto Rico or wherever he lives, Dominican Republic.
They,
Is that
they
where he
both
lives?
live there.
Yeah.
They got
Is that
a
where they live?
residence.
Huh.
Yeah,
I wonder what kind of tax things.
many tax things.
Something great. That's
Gotta
why-
be something.
It's something very great. That's why they're over there. But no, yeah, they're living it up out there.
Yeah, you probably like banking through there,
Exactly,
banking over
yeah.
there.
You know, doing something that saves them 10, 20%. I would imagine.
That's not considered like the Caribbean, Puerto Rico?
I don't. Well, it's still America, right?
It's
They're
a principality
territory,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's a
I don't know.
principality.
I don't know. We don't have any princes
It's a
here.
principality.
I think it's a territory.
We lost Prince. Oh, territory.
We
Mhm.
did, or
It's
the artist
territory.
formerly known as.
Yes. Did he go back?
No.
Or- no.
No,
went
he
back?
died in Michigan, where he grew up, I think, or Milwaukee, one of the two.
No, but like in
His
terms
name.
of his name, like
he
did he
did.
stay?
I think
he go back to Prince?
I think he reclaimed it.
Okay.
I think
Did
he was
he?
able to buy it back.
I was
The
gonna say, did he
artist
get
who was
the
formerly known as the
Yeah,
artist who was formerly
exactly.
known.
I think he
as
bought it
Prince.
back. He was the artist formerly known as, and then I think he bought
symbol.
back.
It is in the Caribbean.
It is in the
Okay.
Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're
Oh
definitely
yeah,
living it up out there.
Caymans are the Caribbean too, right? That's
Yep.
that's what's
Mhm.
known as like a tax
Yep.
haven.
Save your money. Go out there.
Yeah. Saint Martin.
Turn my $1,000
Saint
into
Kitts,
$1,100.
$100.
Martinique, Saint
San
Vincent.
Martinique.
Oh, St. Martin's down there.
Mm-hmm. In Trinidad.
Trinidad y Tobago.
James, Dad.
Gold all on my watch.
Gold. Damn, I mean, I guess they all just got hit by that hurricane. If they were all in that same general vicinity.
So many hurricanes these days.
Idala, I think it was.
Oh, that's one that also hit Texas,
Iguodala?
right?
Yeah, that's when they hit like
Hurricane Andre.
Iguodala?
Indalia, Crystalia.
Dan Delia.
I don't know what the hurricane's name
I don't know how
was.
to say his name.
But I don't fully buy that one. That when people say that there's more hurricanes now than there was, because I do remember
Biden's America, hurricanes.
I do remember when I was a young one, and like there was bad hurricanes every single season.
Yeah, that's why they made all those hurricane movies.
What hurricane movies did they make?
Hurricane 1, Hurricane 2.
Twister 1, Twister 2.
Those also are not hurricanes.
Anaconda.
Anaconda 1 and 2. Tremors,
Baby Got Back.
1 and 2.
Jurassic World.
1 and 2.
Tremors and Jurassic World. Wait, did you say
Well,
Jurassic
hurricane,
Park?
isn't that what creates a tornado?
I thought hurricane season was
That's a
over.
tsunami.
No. What the fuck? Did you say a hurricane creates a tsunami?
Well, yeah, before you said hurricane. it's the sign
Or
before
did you say a
hits.
tsunami creates a tornado?
That's okay. Well,
Tsunado.
wait, do hurricanes not spin either?
Nothing-
What? They don't have there's not
There's no
a
cyclone?
funnel. Yeah, there's not a funnel.
Is a cyclone
A
the same
cyclone's
as
a different
as
thing.
tornado?
Cyclones.
Cyclone killer Norman
I think
Bates.
cyclones are over water. Tornadoes are over land.
I thought a water funnel is over water.
You're a water funnel. And I know typhoons spin the opposite direction as a hurricane, but they're the same thing.
And a monsoon.
Monsoon's just heavy rains.
And a hurricane is?
Hurricane, it's like heavy rain that spins opposite of a typhoon.
A tropical cyclone is rotating low pressure weather systems that have organized thunderstorms, but no fronts.
So it's a tornado.
No friends.
Where did it say tornado in any
I
of
heard
that?
spinning. I
You're
heard,
rotating. It's a rotating system.
so it's a tornado.
It's systemic.
Do you
Systemic rotation.
It's systemic rotation. Someone's got to put a stop to this systemic rotation.
bro? Do you call listening to a record a tornado because it's spinning? He's saying, "Put that tornado on."
He's like, guys, I'm gonna go tornado. I'll see you later.
I say
Tornadoes
spin
from
that
music.
record.
Tornado that record.
You don't say tornado that record?
I could.
Yeah, you could, and everybody would be like, "I don't know what that means."
So then, why did that Tasmanian devil spin around all the time? Is
He was in a tornado.
He created a tornado.
So he's
Tasnado.
He's a hurricane.
No,
No, he's a tornado.
hurricanes and tornadoes are not the same thing.
What is the difference?
One's like really big and one's very small,
Yes,
but it's still pretty big.
yes.
But they
Tornadoes are
do
pretty
the
big.
same thing, though, right?
They do not.
I guess you could say in like a macro fashion, like it's not a small funnel. It's like all windy in like a big
Okay.
area. Big
In
winds.
the movie Perfect Storm, was that a tornado or a hurricane?
That was a
was a storm.
monsoon.
That was a
Wait,
storm.
what's a monsoon again? Heavy
Just
rains?
heavy rains.
Hence the name.
Yeah,
Perfect storm.
It was a storm.
Wait, so are all monsoon storms, but not all storms are monsoons?
Correct.
That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Correct.
Because what is
Correct.
that?
That is correct. All monsoons
all-
would be storms.
Tornadoes are hurricanes, but not all hurricanes are tornadoes.
All tornadoes are
Are
tornadoes. But all hurricanes are hurricanes.
Does a
Are they
hurricane
storms?
spin?
The weather pattern spins. Yes, but it doesn't have a funnel, doesn't touch down. There is no like actual touchdown. So like the size of it isn't the same. Also on size, like tornado or hurricanes are like hundreds of thousands, millions light years.
Miles
Away.
wide.
Yeah, they're huge.
Mm.
They're like
They're big.
they're like at least 10 times the size of Burning Man.
So what goes on in Oklahoma?
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
But why do they call it Hurricane Alley?
They're called Tornado Alley. No one's ever called it Hurricane Alley. That's why it's not called that.
Are you confusing with Hurricane Harbor?
I went once. I've been there.
Dude, it's
I've
full
been
of,
in a hurricane.
it's full of pee. Oh, the hurricane or Hurricane Harbor?
Okay,
they're
so then
both
what's a
filled with pee.
cyclone?
Tornado. Spins opposite way.
That's all I'm trying to
No.
figure out.
No,
Just say
that's
it
not what a
is.
cyclone.
Drop it.
No, I don't want to. This is really good. This is for the people.
All right, Dallas Reigns.
A
Memphis rains.
Memphis rains.
A cyclone is a large air mass that rotates around a strong center of low atmospheric pressure.
Tornado. Wait, read tornado definition then, if we're taking it this far.
Fuck.
It's got to be close to that.
It'll say the same thing.
I don't think it's going to say the same.
Because they're big. They're like named in Fs. F1, F2.
Maybe a cyclone's over water and a tornado's
F5.
over land.
A tornado is a violently rotating column of air that is in contact with both the surface of the Earth and a cumulonimbus cloud, or in rare cases, the base of a cumulus cloud.
So it's like is it a storm or is it not a storm?
It's a storm.
It's the perfect one though.
No.
Imperfect.
Actually,
storm.
technically, this doesn't say it's a storm. It's just a violent rotating
Wind
column.
tunnel. Wind column.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tornado?
Wind column.
What was
every
the cyclone then?
Every time you fart,
It was
it's
a weather
tornado.
pattern, right?
Yeah, cyclone's weather pattern, huh?
Every time you fart, it's a tornado then, because it's not
I
a
don't
storm.
think it like goes like
Do
that.
your
you see
farts go from a cumulonimbus all the way down
That's a
to
tornado.
That's what he calls his
That's
balls.
tornado.
It's a cyclone, I meant.
Cyclones are giant, just weather patterns. It's just a weather pattern.
Weather pattern.
Weather
Pattern.
Yeah.
Cumulonimbus.
I'll leave it alone.
I know how much you
All
want.
three of those spin, though. I know that.
Yeah.
In general terms.
Tires spin too. You don't call it.
It's a tire storm. That's what I call
I
driving.
need to put some new tornadoes on my car.
They spin, but I would call tires.
Not
They
cyclones?
go round, round, baby.
So when you see a tornado touchdown, you start yelling, "Tires,
baby.
tires!"
I've never seen a tornado. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. I didn't know if they existed or not.
I've seen a
I read about them in the book, but I don't know if they exist.
I've never seen one.
wait, a dust devil is a tiny tornado.
Yes, it is.
Tornado.
But it's not touching like the cumulonimbus. It's just but it is on
So,
column of air.
Yeah, it's a column of
So
air.
a cyclone could be a storm, a hurricane, and now a vacuum?
Is the cyclone a vacuum?
Dirt devil.
But the dirt devil's not a cyclone. No,
It is a cyclone.
No, it's not.
It's dirt devil.
Dirt devil's a dirt devil. It's a
Is it
devil
a
in the
Hoover?
dirt.
It's a devil. It's a dirt.
It's the devil in the dirt.
Dirt
Yeah.
devil's a tornado then.
Dust devil.
Yeah, let's call it a baby tornado.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Is that a tornado or a hurricane? Cyclone.
I mean,
Was the weather pattern sharks?
I think the weather pattern was sharks. Yeah. So that one is a
We're
cyclone,
getting
tornado,
a
or
lot of
hurricane.
sharks today, guys.
Yeah.
Heavy. At least 1 to 2 inches of sharks
Dallas Rains
over
here.
the next 3 hours.
We have a lot of sharks.
Wasn't there a piranha tornado as well?
No, that's just Piranha 3D.
What would your weather name be if you're a meteorologist?
Snag Jansen.
Angelus piranha.
Where you at?
I'd be like Rudy Precipitation.
Rudy Perp.
Rudy Perp.
Rudy perp.
Hey, everybody, it's Rudy Perps.
Oh, that's hilarious. You know Rudy Perp?
You call it with your morning high. It's Rudy Perps with the morning high.
All right, Josh, you take us home.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Are you like watching or
Ask away. Ask away.
Just
You're
end
like,
our,
I'm done
end
with
our
this.
lives.
Rudy?
Just end.
Rudy perps out?
Rudy Perp says we've got cumulus nemesis coming in.
I was gonna say, are you listening to anything, watching anything, reading anything?
Yeah, this week it was low, but I did hear all the stuff that came out. Shout out to Blast and Bino Rideau. They put out EP. It was cool. Real West Coast.
Nice.
Everything else though was subpar that I heard. People are just not caring about
It's quiet
music
season right now.
Yeah, we're waiting for Drake.
Not everybody's utopia.
Do you
man.
think though? Also, there's just too much of it, so nothing shines the same way it
You
used
need
to.
something good every week?
Nah, Shine still shines, man.
Yeah, I like Jordan Ward.
He's not new though.
I guess he's not new, but the album is
New to
to
you?
me is new to me. I guess
Yeah.
he put a
He's got some hype on him for sure.
yeah. I guess he had an album that came out and he just released like the extended album. That's what
That's
I heard.
exactly what it is, yo.
Mhm.
He's dope. He's cool.
I think it's
Cool.
super cool. Definitely different.
He's
I
in that
haven't heard.
refreshing
I will
wave
take it.
of hip hop.
It's like
You should
yeah,
put it on the September playlist.
it is 2 songs.
There you go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Other than that,
refreshing.
yeah, I wasn't really surprised or stoked on
I heard this new
Nicki Minaj put out a song.
I did see that.
Yeah, I listened to it.
I like. They're kind of few and far between, but I really like a lot of like Nicki verses.
She can rap,
but like the songs, like I don't generally
This
like
was
the
a
song.
song. This was
she's
a pop
she's a
song.
great like feature.
This was a pop song where she's like singing.
Mm.
It was like
Wait,
yeah,
singing?
Yeah, it's like the pop shit. It's not slow either. So it's like it's pop. All I can say is it's what it is.
It's like because Doja Cat's pop like that.
Like how Doja Cat. Oh, I actually listened to the new Doja Cat song. She's putting out a rap album.
The Demons?
Yeah, those two songs,
Yeah.
I thought they were whack.
They're trash.
Yeah, I actually was.
She just needs to stay in the pop lane. She's not a rapper.
Yeah.
Her voice is annoying as it is. So just listening to it rap is real annoying.
Tell me how you really feel.
I feel like she maybe imitates like
she
Nicki
does
a little
something
bit.
on her voice. She puts
Like the-
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does like the little like baby voice thing.
Exactly, and it's very annoying. But hey, she's hot, even with no
I haven't
eyebrows.
listened to her like in the last like couple albums, but I generally used to like Doja Cat a lot, but I haven't really listened to anything lately.
She's different.
I found a band. It's new to me. It's called it's a punk band. It's like what I grew up listening to. I think high school. It was like a lot of that is Mannequin Pussy.
Is that good?
It's pretty good. I don't know. Like, did you ever get into like? Because you were into like hardcore post stuff, but like, were you into just like kind of like street punk type stuff?
Definitely
Okay.
not.
No,
Mm-mm.
just me. All right.
Sean liked punk.
Yeah, I did a lot. I liked punk a lot, but he definitely didn't. I wanted just to call out that you had some shocks and awes in terms of saying that Jay-Z wasn't good.
People
had some thoughts.
Yeah,
They
there were some thoughts, and I got some messages.
I know
What'd
your
they
brother
say?
was already tripping because I
Asking-
know he loves Jay-Z.
Yeah, asking, is this man real?
Yes, Jay-Z is not the guy. I can't even say his name right. JC.
JC. I'll just say
Sade?
Beyonce's husband.
Just because.
Yeah, just call him.
I should just. That's or Blue Ivy's dad. That one's better. Blue Ivy's
like that.
dad. Yeah, let's just.
That's
You
actually
say
kind of-
Beyonce's husband,
I was gonna
or
be
you might
honest,
know
like,
Blue Ivy's dad.
He's not that dope.
Not that dope now, or not that dope ever.
I don't think he was ever that dope.
I think he's super dope.
I think he's like the great white hope to white people
Why?
because he's like the second MC Hammer to them.
Well, he did like
I don't see that connection.
I know,
But I'm here to receive it. If you can explain it
I
better.
feel like Jay-Z was critical into hip hop because he was 80s, 90s. I think he came out in the 80s, right?
I think he was.
I don't know if he dropped anything in the 80s, but he was around rapping in the 80s.
Iceberg Slim in the 80s.
I don't know, but Jay-Z he's been rapping for a long time. But what I'm saying is, I just don't think he's that dope. To be honest, like the whole rapping off the top of the head doesn't do nothing for me. The whole I don't write nothing down doesn't strike a fancy. He says some cool stuff sometimes, but it's not that dope. His wordplay isn't like if we're just talking about the greatest. He doesn't have the best wordplay. He doesn't have the best delivery. He doesn't even have the best sounding rap voice.
I'm a
At least that's
businessman,
just
not
me.
a businessman.
That's just what I think.
Well,
So,
it's
I mean,
like, yeah, I mean, like, I really like Jay-Z. I don't really like Travis Scott. Like, some people think he's like next Messiah.
Mhm.
Like the last, like, I like a lot of his work, but like,
it's
you know,
like how
there's
people
that
to
are,
me
diehards.
like Eminem just because he can rap fast. Like who fucking cares? I can't even hear him.
I mean, do you like Twista?
No, like who cares? And like
I mean, like his early stuff, like was not early stuff,
wasn't
but you know,
good
like
either.
I think it was good. Like
Whose?
But I mean, like you used like
Twista?
who cares about? No, not Twista. Like all the battle rapping that Eminem used to do. Like that was fun. Like that was real entertaining. It's not maybe like music you listen to, but it was. He had bars.
What are your top 5? I know Kanye, and I know
There's Eminem
Uh,
Andre.
songs.
rappers, probably them, Biggie.
So I think Biggie.
I'll throw.
Tribe.
No, they're cool. They're just. It's not my time. Like I can't. I hear and appreciate it, but I wasn't say outside when the music came out, so it doesn't hit me the same.
Yeah, because you're not like a big Tupac fan.
Not at all. No,
Yeah.
like to me, my favorite Tupac song is the one when he was part of Digital Underground.
Wu-Tang. Oh yeah, the Humpty Hump.
Yeah, you know, like Tupac stuff doesn't resonate with me. Like rapping doesn't really resonate with me as in like the hippity hoppity, which a lot of older people, that's why they like rap. They're like, oh, he rhymed
Well,
cat
that's like-
and hat. Like, I don't care about that.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, you know, check yourself. Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I don't think anybody listens to anything like that.
But like,
though.
I mean, did you like? You seem just from what you listen to, like more East Coast guy. I think, and back extends to what you listened to back then.
Jay-Z still doesn't hit me like, and to say
But
Kanye
like Wu-Tang?
was, I love Wu-Tang, but Jay-Z isn't like
It's for
Wu-Tang
the
either.
kids.
Jay-Z was very different. He would be more of like Nas after Illmatic. It's not even Illmatic, because Illmatic is good to me. That's not Jay-Z either. Jay-Z has, to me, bad beats. I hate his beats. I hate his rapping over. Like, I
Doesn't
don't
like his beats?
like it. Like, I don't like
Like
it.
the man's beats.
It's
Doesn't like the
it's-
man.
It's not good.
What about the Kanye beats?
He had a foreign few out of Jay-Z's run.
Yeah.
You know,
So wait, who's your top 5?
Kanye. We'll go Andre. We'll say
Kanye again.
Biggie.
What you? Okay.
We'll say Lupe.
That's
Wow.
a surprise.
And we'll say he's a rapper and he had flow with it and style. I'll say Pharrell too, because he's a good producer. Kind of was around all them.
It's a push on calling you the rapper, but yeah.
Pharrell? He's a song maker. He's an artist.
He could be a rapper.
One of
He's
my
not a-
favorite songs
he's
is
not
the
a
one
great
he's singing,
rapper to me.
Despicable
I
But you
just
said-
like to call him a
song.
rapper,
You said
though.
like top 5 rappers, right?
Yeah, it's a top
like-
five rappers.
But that's what I just got done saying. I don't like or consider rap just the hippity boppity watch me go a million miles an hour. That's not rap.
I don't think.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that are older than me would consider that being a staple for it being rap.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know,
That's
I
what
know
I'm
what you
saying.
mean, but like I
Yeah.
think Pharrell's like a singer, if anything,
He's an
more
artist.
so, yeah. No, but like if you were gonna classify him as a singer or rapper, like I would call him more of like a singer,
What's Travis Scott?
vocalist, like type of person.
What do you consider Travis Scott?
I mean, he does a lot of singing, doesn't he? But yeah, he was more of a rapper, but he's not a boom bapper.
What do you consider Kanye West?
I mean, he raps,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
a
also
rapper.
super. His voice is.
His singing sounds like talking.
But he sings just as much as he raps.
I don't think so. Well, new stuff probably, but
New
not
stuff.
not
New.
I'm not familiar, so I can't.
But
say
yeah,
about new
Jay-Z,
stuff.
I never liked Jay-Z until
He sang
like I said,
Sunshine.
444.
Magna Carta.
Magna Carta, no, nothing hit me, man.
Oh, that was trash.
Nothing,
Holy Grail.
nothing.
Yeah,
Holy
the
Grail.
Magna Carta was pretty bad.
And I hated those Timbaland beats, dude. Like, I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that stuff.
He
dude.
feels like about Jay-Z like how he feels about Chris Paul. I feel it.
No,
in
I
the
like
bones.
Jay-Z a lot more than Chris Paul.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's you don't
I
like
don't
Jay-Z at all
mind
though.
Jay-Z. I don't care for his artistry. I don't understand how people think he's the greatest of all time. And like they're trying to correlate it. Like people can say Eminem's greatest of all time because he raps fast. Like that to me, that's not rap. Or
I mean, I
hip-hop.
don't think there's a greatest of all time in rap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying how
Like, I
people
don't think
would
that exists.
say stuff like that. Like
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
it's all
see the
subjective,
allure
so-
to
Yeah,
Jay-Z. For me, the allure of Jay-Z of being so high is that he's lasted so long and now he's a businessman.
Yeah, not a businessman.
That's realistically why I like Jay-Z. I don't like him because of his music.
Yeah, I still don't see the white hope thing, but it's okay.
Well, I'm just saying because it's like how people would. I'm just saying correlating like that with like an Eminem to where it's like he's so everyone knows him, so he's not just urban
like a
name
celebrity.
anymore. He's worldwide.
Yeah,
It's Beyonce's
So that's
husband.
what I'm saying. It's just like when a black guy gets to that level, that's why I call him like a great white hope or like an Eminem because it's like
Oh, he's representative of
of
what's
the whole
happening
black
in
culture. It's
society.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I like rap because I like Jay-Z.
A monolith.
He's the one big hip hop guy, so I like rap because I like
Not
Jay-Z.
racist.
Oh, you don't like rap? You don't like Jay-Z? You don't know nothing about hip hop. It's like, okay, for sure. That's where that comes from.
have you has someone actually said that to you?
No, but it's just like a lot of people's
I can read between the lines.
Jay-Z, I feel like you either liked him or don't like him. I don't think that there was a lot of middle ground with Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Especially for our age, because we were probably the right out of his demographic, but in his demographic.
yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
your top 5?
J. Cole,
Hard.
Jay-Z probably, Mac Miller,
One left, Padre.
I got two left.
Two left, Padre.
I really like Kendrick. Like I
will still say
and like with actually listening and how many times I listened to his albums and when going back to it and like.
But does he stand as a good rapper or artist?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
So is he more prolific as a rapper or as an artist?
I mean,
he's not prolifically rapping. Is what I'm asking you.
Why?
He doesn't say anything that's like triple entendre. Like he doesn't say anything that's hard to understand.
I mean, that doesn't matter. Like I like that Jay-Z does that because I think it's witty and clever. I like when he does double.
But that is like a little more boom bap type.
Well, I just think that's his. He just likes wordplay, and like that's fun to me. That he enjoys that whole wordplay zone. But like that just happens to be like I guess that person in that realm that I like. But I don't like look at every single rapper and be like, oh, like what words are you using, and how many times are you outsmarting your listener and stuff like that. Like that's not like.
Well, I just don't consider Kendrick a rapper. I think he's beyond a rapper. I think he's beyond Jay-Z.
But he's not. I think
I'm not limiting to him a rapper. I'm just saying it's one of my top
5 rapper.
If you rather say top 5 artists, but that just opens it up into a huge like.
But that's what I don't like. There's certain rappers where I put them.
Well, like Kanye though, right?
He's out of that. He's not a rapper.
I don't think he's a rapper.
Yeah,
but I don't. You can't have him in your list then.
I don't consider him a rapper.
There's some guys that are just a little bit like. I feel like it's kind of like diminishing calling them rappers when they're really creating art.
Well, like,
and Kendrick isn't rapping all the time.
I'm not saying that these dudes. I'm not trying to say that they're like stuck in the, like it would be.
No, but rap is like a specific thing, though.
Well, that's like it depends on who's saying that. Are the like a white person on news saying on Fox News calling people rappers versus like Russell Simmons calling people
that's two
rappers.
different things too. But just to me, like it is limiting when you say like rap because it's like, well, rap could encompass a lot of different things.
I don't think anybody's saying that though.
No, but I'm just saying
your thing, yeah.
I mean, it's like if I asked you your favorite, like 5 favorite rock groups.
They'd be ranging genres of the subcultures of rock, though. They'd probably be maybe a heavy band, maybe an indie rock band, maybe a.
But I think that's when people would get down to like, what's your favorite metal band? What's your favorite hardcore band? What's your favorite,
But I don't think like.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't do that for hip hop.
I don't think it's derogatory though. Like,
which is why I don't like to put like the best of hip hop as rappers. They're artists to me. They don't have the luxury to be able to go into this category or this category. They're rappers.
I mean, they can be both to me. I don't see it.
But rap only has one category, is what I'm saying. There is no breakdown realistically of metal or new wave. It's just rap or hip hop, if that's really you could say conscious, but that falls.
You're talking about like the classification,
yeah,
or like
Grammy,
or backpack
that
categories
goes
or something like that.
I mean, I guess then, like you would
that's hip hop, right?
Like, yeah.
There is no true subdivisions
well,
like
there
how
is.
There
you can
is,
say like drill. You could
for
say,
sure, but
like,
it all is still rap. Like how you just said, you can say.
But then that's like outside people labeling it. It's not people inside saying like.
No, it's just like smooth jazz or classic rock. These are genres that only going to play specific artists that follow rock, but they could be smooth jazz.
Well, I don't think smooth jazz is rock.
Simon and Garfunkel?
That wouldn't be smooth jazz.
They play that on smooth jazz airwaves, though. Like how they classify music, just like how they classify like some SZA is urban. She's not pop.
You're you're talking about like the kind of like discrimination within the music industry.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's why I don't like to put.
Well, how do I?
Well, yeah, but that's like what's your opinion, not like what's society like how they look upon hip hop and rap music. It's like what's your favorite? That's I think that, or at least that's what
I gave you white rappers, but like I just said though, I would like to just say artist.
I could say I could ask you then what your 5 favorite artists were, but I would expect you then not to say that. I'd be surprised if you gave the same 5 if I said artists.
And that's why I was differentiating that, because I feel like hip hop is the only genre that you would, like you just said, you have to specify and say hip hop.
Well, yeah, because like Nate Dogg, he's not a rapper,
He's not a rapper,
but he's hip hop.
But I'd say you put him in.
hip-hop is
You
hell.
put him in it.
he is in that. He's
in the rap category,
but he's
yeah.
not a rapper when you
Mm-hmm.
when you think about it. Like we could do that for it.
I mean, there's a lot of dudes out there that I
That's-
don't necessarily call consider it.
a lot of the
rapping.
new music.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Hip hop still doesn't have the. They still don't have that. I don't know, because I guess country, but country I guess still even has a little bit of
a little bit.
differentiating.
It's like
it's the same kind of
bluegrass, kind of like, but it's somewhat. You can compare it, I guess. Somewhat.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, they're a
But
little,
it's.
yeah.
I think this sound is a lot more narrow.
Because I feel like country people like
Country
to just go
is like,
either
yeah.
new or old, so that's kind of like
Yeah.
I feel the same with hip hop.
I like
That's
the
how
old.
important-
I fuck with old country.
and that's how people are. Oh, I only fuck with new or only fuck with old, and I feel like that's with hip hop too.
Are you allowed to say Wu-Tang even though that's a clan and not actually like a singular?
I was gonna say that because like I can't.
That's
Although I would
always,
say
like on tops, people always debate the groups because like, can you say
That?
Outkast or does it have to be Big
One-
Boy?
well,
Yeah.
you said Andre,
and-
so
Big Boy and Andre, or can
Oh.
you just say Outkast is one, or do they take two? Type thing. You know, people always have those.
Yeah.
neither of you said Vince Staples.
He's not a great to me. He's dope.
Top 5 of all time.
What?
He's super dope.
It's kind of like you're great is
He's
the
an
same
artist.
thing as genius.
Yeah,
Like you.
I'm super limited.
The way you use great is basically
gotta be great. If you're just in the industry, you can be great to somebody, but you're not like.
Do you have a top 5?
It'd probably
I
be
would
a
like
mix,
to hear this,
a mix of like those. Like I like both Biggie and Tupac. Probably if you'd say the most influential, and then maybe just personal favorites: Biggie, Tupac, Wu-Tang. I'm lumping them all together. Although I like
Specific
Tony
people, huh?
Tony Stark is my favorite.
Yeah.
Pretty Tony, Vince Staples, and the last one's hard. I had a KRS One phase, but that's a little too boom bap for me now.
He's dope. He's a professor too, right?
That's what you said last time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe
Professor
he teaches.
Of hip hop, the 5 pillars.
Is it like for
he,
real?
he started a school or something, or it was like a thing. But also, I don't know. They're very new, but I really like. They're not new themselves, but Run the Jewels. I like them as a duo. I think they got a really good energy with each other.
I think that's what it's going to come down to now. You got to do something outside of it too. I think that's why Killer Mike's hard. He's got something else popping.
Yeah, he's got his own thing. Did it. I kind of think when I hear people say that Biggie or Tupac are in their top 5, like I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys both like him, but I always think like it's like a cop out. Like
It is. Tyler the Creator. I mean, it is. You just want to be politically correct. Oh, Biggie, Tupac. It's like,
I mean, no, you could really like him. Like I'm not like you both said Biggie, like, and I like
yeah,
Biggie as
but
well,
it's like,
but I'm
just
like,
you said, I haven't listened to a Biggie song in over 2 months, probably.
yeah.
It pops up every like once in
And
a
it
while.
probably is like the same like 10.
it's all
Exactly.
Off ready, it's
There's
all off
stuff
Ready
that
to
I
Die
play
on my
way
Yeah.
more than that. But
Yeah.
you're gonna, I could have said Hit Boy.
Yeah,
Listen to Hit Boy's album
Yeah.
way more than anything.
But yeah, it's like if you like say any sort of rock music, like how often are you listening to like I mean some people,
Metallica.
or Led Zeppelin or something like that.
And
Like,
also, you're
nobody's-
listening. If you put it on, you're listening to like a specific song because you're like, it's that song.
yeah,
I
I
listen
listen
to that part.
I listen to like fucking indie or screamo more often than like that stuff. I
Yeah.
guess
that's
But
a fact.
Yeah,
That's a big fact.
if I was in the past 5 years, top 5, I think.
still J. Cole.
I don't. Yeah, but like barely actually. But yeah, but no, I'd put Vince Staples in there.
Oh, like if it was 5 years
If
ago.
it, like in the past
Within the
5
5
years.
Oh, within the past,
the past
5 years.
Yeah, I'd put Vince Staples in there, and I'd also put
Gee, the past 5 years?
yeah, because
I
like what
mean,
you listen like because
it
like
would be-
Key Glock would probably be one of yours. I'm guessing.
But if I'm being honest, it'd be like Drake. Probably like Young Thug. 5 years? I'm thinking of who put out albums.
Why
you
you
know
gotta
what I
do
mean?
5 years?
Maybe
Put
like
Travis
Kendrick.
then, right?
Travis, yeah, Kendrick and Travis probably.
I don't. I can't get behind the Travis.
Oh,
He's his
I mean, I like
his album
I
is
like
great.
Birds in the Trap. Like,
what's wrong with them?
No, the album is great.
I know what's wrong with
You
Travis.
sound like his performances.
I just don't think he is the person. I think it's the whole experience that is. And now somebody might tell me like, oh, well, he's the inventor of that whole experience. But like half of his album, more than half of his album, is the features on there. And there's like, and the reason why that works is because he's got like 4 songs in one song. So I do think you take away the features and he has a lot less music than.
But what if?
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No, but
it
I'm
doesn't
just-
like grab me where I'm like, oh, he is.
But what if all your old favorite artists recorded the same way? You just didn't know it.
They might.
They do. They did. The Beatles, they didn't record all their music.
Oh well, I know that. I realize that. I'm just saying like the.
But you don't think of them any different, right?
What do you mean?
Like they physically didn't record some of their songs. Like
Well,
it's
they
not
had
them playing.
They had
it.
a 5th Beatle. It's the one-
No, they had like 8 other Beatles.
Well, for recording, touring, like
Yeah.
there were like.
Well,
but I
just
think
record.
that's-
I'm just talking purely recording that this is factual. That it's factual.
Yeah, no, but they still like they wrote a lot of their own music, like and songs and
Did other
lyrics
people
and everything.
sing their songs?
Well, how many of them sang?
3.
So no,
Like they're still doing like
So other
their
people sang their
memorable
songs?
parts.
no. I don't think anyone else sang their
So
songs.
okay, and I'm not changing or saying that's like a difference, but I do think that like a lot of like when an album is really 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 heavy on features, you're like part of like the album's weight then becomes also with the other people that are also on that, which are also then each one of them is like a percentage of to the thing. Like I think
Crosby, Stills,
Travis
and
and
Nash.
no, I think
Crosby, Stills, Nash.
but they're all the same band.
They're all different people though.
But it wasn't like Travis Scott's friends are all making an album.
It
and
is though
it's-
because he told you who it is on there.
Yeah, but it's not the band. Crosby, Stills, Nash is the band. Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young's band. But I was just gonna say, I think he is like as an art piece, making an album as an art piece. The album is fantastic. It's amazing, wonderful.
That made me think of. Remember, I said Miguel was losing his shit.
Which Miguel?
Singer Miguel.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when I said you're like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with Miguel? This is what he did. I don't know why Travis Scott made me think of it, but he was hanging. You know, how people hang themselves from their.
Yeah, with the hooks.
He was doing
Auto
that at
asphyxiation?
He did a concert like that
Obviously, he put hooks under his skin.
and was floating
hanging
over the
on
crowd,
like the meat hooks.
singing.
Oh,
That's why the homie is losing his mind.
I don't
yes.
like that. That gives me the willies, man.
That's exactly what what's going on.
I mean, I guess you want to show.
Kanye did it. for
Yo, if
that
Kanye
floating
did
platform.
that.
No, Kanye would not.
No, but it wouldn't be him. But if he would have somebody else out there wearing a trash bag doing the damn
That's
thing.
totally
with boots.
different though. But for him to do it,
Is it?
I told you
though?
because I was like, Miguel's wearing them weird boots. I don't know what's going on with
He's
him.
wearing the weird boots, man. Something's wrong with him. Look at his boots.
That's what I told you. Look at him.
He's wearing
boo-boo.
sweatsuits and boots.
Nobody wears sweatsuits and boots.
No,
That's
but
when you
I
know
just
they're
fuck with
losing
I
it.
fuck with Travis, but I hear I understand what you're saying, but it's like that's just how music's made now.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. That's how music's always been made. You're just more privy to see into the recording process nowadays.
I suppose, but I would say the same thing about Elton John.
He
is-
didn't write half his music.
Exactly. That's why I would say.
But he
he's
sanked
not,
it.
I would say he is a great entertainer. He's probably one of the best entertainers. Clearly, everyone says he's always amazing. Is he the greatest album creator of albums or writer? No, he didn't. I think. Fact check me, but I think
Benny
he only
and or the
I
Jets
think he
weren't
only
even his
wrote
friends.
one song. That was all of his.
Candle in the Wind.
A lot of his songs were actually written by his
Crosby, Stills.
by his lover,
Yeah, yeah.
some black dude. I think he had AIDS.
I know that part.
They lived in Atlanta together.
Huh.
I like how when
Yeah.
you're saying it, you're like, yes.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
true.
Like,
But no,
yeah.
yeah, he I think it was his black partner wrote a lot of. But that's like that's what I'm trying to get to. It's like we're always sold something, and that's almost never in actuality what happens. So I get you don't like how you were sold the Travis's approach, but my question is it truly that different than any of your other favorite artists?
I'm not sure the question. But
how the art was made. I'm asking, is it really that much different? And I'm just saying because
No, I think the other artists that I like what they do, but the moments that they're by themselves, the moment
But I'm
it's just
saying,
them.
do you think they're by themselves, or they're by themselves?
No. I mean on a track. I don't know.
Like they're the only.
I'm not saying that they write
there's
it.
no features.
I don't know if they wrote it, but the songs that are just them, or their parts on the track, they might not have written it. I just like them better than I like the. If I found out that Vince Staples didn't write any of his stuff, I'd still be like, yeah, but I like his parts, and I like his songs better than Travis Scott's songs. So it would be like, I guess I should start saying the estates, the Vincent Staples
and
estate
Co.
versus.
Well, no, it's just like I get the whole feature thing and stuff, but they're not the ones helping curate the music.
He just likes Travis more than you.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%. But
Yeah.
no, it's like
I know that.
I don't think features, unless it's a different kind of feature, I don't think they're bringing that much beside their voice.
I don't know. I think if it's a whole if it's a whole verse, then that's like 1/3 of the song. Like you guys, I said the first criticism of Utopia, I was like, this lyrics don't really grab me. And you guys, it's not about the lyrics. He's never a hard strong lyricist.
He's never
He's
been
not
a
a good-
lyricist.
So, but then what is that? If you're not a great lyricist, I guess you're a great artist or entertainer, but you're not a great rapper.
Well, yeah,
Right?
that's why I asked you, would you consider him a rapper? Because I mean, he raps.
No, he's a rapper, but he's not great at it.
But it's like he
But his
barely
vibe,
raps.
His whole vibe is
Just started reading first book of The Witcher. Series. I was like, why not watch a TV show? I just wanted to read something that wasn't like self-help any bit related, or like meditation any bit related, or anything like that. So
You want to tune out but read.
yeah, just like to enjoy.
Yeah, I don't think it's good to read like the same sort of book. Like
Style.
You're not only going to read like murder mysteries forever, so it's like
Unless
switch
you're
it up
Trey,
and-
then you'll watch murder mysteries forever.
Team True Crime.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, that, and then I already said a little bit earlier, but Jordan Ward's the newest like thing I'm listening to. Really,
He's got eyes.
yeah,
Next project's going to be what determines.
yeah, it's good. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Either of you
What about
guys
you?
watch that trailer?
Oh
Oh yeah,
it looks
Book of
funny.
Clarence looks really good.
Looks hilarious, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I love Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah.
I love a good pun on religion.
Yeah.
He's basically the Messiah. Making
Yeah, I wanna
himself the
see, like,
He
Messiah.
all the-
sees the Messiah and he's like, I could
I could do
that.
Yeah.
Is it because it reminds you of you if you lived back
A
then? You're
little
like,
bit. I would
could do
definitely get the
that.
homie, like he had his cross eyes. I could see.
Yep.
I was like, I love that part.
Like,
You are
yo,
healed.
You get one of the 909 homies to do
Yeah,
that.
but
Just
yo,
like,
homie,
hey,
just-
you were blind. Huh?
To say you're a leper.
yep.
Now you're a jaguar. Sorry.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just silly.
That's all.
I actually started watching Sex in the City.
Where are you starting from? The beginning?
Very
or?
beginning.
Oof.
I thought they were hour-long episodes, so then I was like,
They're only
oh, this will
30,
be
right?
20,
Yeah, only
26
30.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's real short.
Yeah.
But shout out Neil and shout out Millie. They were always like, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
You
I
never
didn't know
watched
that-
it?
Never.
You don't know about Big?
No, I mean he's in like the first or second episode. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I don't know who the number 2 guy is because everybody's like, oh, Big is so
The number
terrible
2
for
dude
you.
was like, he had glasses, huh?
No, that's the guy
talking
who.
about Skipper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's not the number 2.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like I don't know his name, like Kieran or
I wasn't a big enough fan. I've just seen a handful of episodes.
I've seen majority of from X's every
I've seen
every
all of them,
every X.
multiple.
Yeah, they used to watch them.
But I told Nufo and Courtney that when I was hanging out with them at the brewery, and Nufo was like, I've seen every episode. I watched it when it was on. He's like, he would watch Sopranos and Sex in the City. So I didn't know he was such a big fan. He was like, shout out Nufo.
I don't know how he does so much. Where does the time come from? Is he a time traveler?
Could be.
Where does
He's
he
very
do all the
youthful looking.
things? He is. Does SATC stand for anything?
Sex in the City.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's underwater.
Yeah.
Tight.
Under
soon.
Wickles.
Climate change, man.
Damn, wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna watch the Inter Miami LAFC game somewhere.
Yes.
I'm not sure where.
We're
I
gonna
don't know where
watch
showing
LA
it, but
beat. Well, we can go to one of the watch parties you wanted, but we're gonna watch LA beat Miami, and we're gonna serve
Whoa.
how many goals do you think Messi's going to score?
up none.
None.
That's
feel-
how I know Sean's delusion.
I got 3-0
How much money
LAFC
you
wins.
put on it?
Ooh, I'll bet $20 on that.
1 point
3-2,
off
3-2.
is- yeah, exactly.
It's just swapped.
No, I was saying 20. I was just betting 20.
Oh, okay, I got you. Same
So
thing.
you have a,
So you have
Two
60.
this
on
is
the-
all not. This is
but
totally
we're just shut
sanctioned.
out, and
Yes.
This is not real
This is
money. we're talking about.
undocumented.
This is not.
I
We're recording
mean,
right now.
if they don't see no money, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
This is
Yeah.
acting.
And we're acting. And with that,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all your comments. I think the YouTube shorts are popping off. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Shout out everybody out there. Shout out Tay in Dubai and wherever you are now. Maybe he was in
Germany.
Madrid, Germany.
Munich,
Shout out Millie. Shout out Neil, holding it down in the
London.
UK.
Yeah.
They
I
working
think.
right now.
Oh, your brother just came back. Shout out Casey.
Yeah.
Glad you came back in one piece.
I got no
That's
shout
it.
outs.
No shout
I'll
outs.
shout out other Casey because I've been welding a lot this week. So shout out Casey.
Word.
Ooh, shout out Casey.
I'll shout out Travis Scott because I'm sorry, man. It's good. You're good. Yeah. You're a great rapper.
You're a rapper.
An artist and everything.
I'll say you're a great artist.
You're
You're not a great
both.
rapper.
Yeah.
You can send us a message at almostneverpod@gmail.com. That's also our tag on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all of our audio is up to date on Apple and Spotify. Thank you,
We
Trey.
have a playlist too. They could tap in with.
yeah,
Right?
we got a. I don't know how they find that. Oh, it's on
It's
it's on the link tree.
Yeah.
So if you guys go there, but yeah, thanks everybody at Almost Never Pod. Signing off.
We love you.
Bye.